Time to talk figures, yeah, let's begin with Berserk and Jesse, so let the fun spin. Archive figures and those recent pickups, chatting pre-orders, making Mondays way better for us all. The Collection Nexus, yeah! The Collection Nexus, woo! The Collection Nexus, it's here! The Collection Nexus!
Hello there. Hi. How's it going? It's me, everyone's favorite first person, Berserk69. And we are here with another episode of the Collection Nexus. On a weird day, on a Sunday, but one thing I've learned throughout my years collecting is it's never a bad day to talk action figures. So, since we're here, we're ready. Let me bring in my fellow co-host, and as always, everyone's favorite dinosaur enthusiast, Jurassic Jesse.
Rar, what's up? It's Sunday, you guys. We are doing a special show at 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock Eastern, because we have a special guest on with us tonight, and we wanted to, get him on the show once again. We've had him in the past. It was super fun, and he's an awesome dude. So I can't wait to talk to him. But I'll leave the intro to you, Ronald. How have you been? What's going on?
I've been great. I'm nice and rested. Like, you can take over. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy. I'm gonna listen.
That's kind of how it goes. But I'll do my best not to step on your toes, Ronald.
It's okay. My toes have taken a beating before. But as always, thanks for lining up a great set of people to be on here. That's one thing that this is all you that reaches out and does all the legwork, and it's been banger after banger, of guests and guest hosts and guest hosts. Because today we are joined in by our very good friend, the One Fist.
What's up? How's it going?
Good.
What up, One Fist? How you doing?
Been a while. Been too long.
Yeah, as I said earlier, it's been far too long. How have you been?
Been doing well. Yeah, it's it's going. Just trying to clean this toy room up. It's been ongoing projects taking way longer than I wanted. But so this is the new shelf. And I've got to make 6 more like this. So
6 more for your 1/6 figure.
Quite an undertaking. Yeah, I was gonna say it looks a lot different than the last time you were on here, which was too long ago.
Yeah. I was probably in the other room, and it was completely different.
Your 112 display is also quite impressive. So
it sounds like you converted from 112 to 1/6. You're kind of
that's definitely my focus. I mean, I still get 112 stuff. For sure. But definitely the focus these days is much more 1/6 focused. Yeah.
Right on. Well, cool. Looks like you got some cool stuff. Keep us posted on the progress of your shelf building and displays and all that stuff. I'm very interested.
Will do, of course.
Right on.
Yeah, and of course, we got our guest of honor today. He has been on here before, and I can't wait to hear more, get to know him even more today. And of course, I'm talking about FirstStrike Figs. Welcome,
gentlemen. Strike. Let's go.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
Going?
All right.
It's going all right. It's a Sunday evening. Thank you for being accommodating to my Eastern schedule, because
of course
I'm an EST boy now since I moved out to the East Coast. So, thanks for being accommodating. I appreciate the time slot.
Yeah, we don't mind adjusting our time slot every once in a while to accommodate, but Brick something, we're stomping on his toes. He's got a show right now, so but yeah, check his show out on the replay, all those things. But First Strike, you wanted us to call you Josh. Josh, thank you once again for joining our show. It's been a long time, and you've dropped a lot of phenomenal photos since then. Tell us how you've been. What have you been up to? How are things?
I'm good. I'm good, and thank you. It's been an interesting year and a half or so since the move from the Portland area to the Indianapolis area, and
oh man, you were in Portland.
Yeah, I was in Portland for a while. Yeah, for about 11 years.
That's where I'm at, man. We should have met up. I had no idea.
No, man. Yeah, it's a small world how that works. But my job took me out to the Midwest now. Technically Midwest, I guess, if you want to call it that. So I slowed down a little bit. We've had a lot of stuff going on after the move, house stuff, just like you, Jesse. You know, as we're talking, life happens, and then I slowed down a little bit just from like a creative aspect. I was hitting some creative walls a little bit, but I'm recently been kind of like kicking back into it pretty good. I got a lot of new diodes and stuff that's kind of been reinvigorating me to do some work. So it's been pretty good. I've been having a lot of fun, and just playing around with the studio over there and trying to hone my craft and get better, because it seems like every day the toy photography community gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and these guys get better and better and better, just coming on brand new, just dropping heat.
I know.
Learn more every day.
Yeah. I feel you, man. I've been taking pictures, and like all of a sudden this newbie comes along and he's dropping just heat, and I'm like, what the hell? What am I doing wrong? Like, I feel you. Yeah. So One Fist, First Strike. Did you guys ever bump into Brian Von Burke up there?
You go ahead. Go ahead.
I've never met him in person until the Legion's Con, but we were like right down the road from each other. Yeah.
I'm taking it One Fist. You went to the Northwestern.
So I just just this year that the first Pacific Northwest Legions meetup I went to, and I met him there, and so awesome. I got to chop it up a little bit, and I was. I'm glad he's back at it. He's gonna do another Kickstarter because I was really disappointed that first run didn't work out for him. I wanted to see some of those figures. I wanted to have them in hand. So
me too. Ashen Oath is sick. I cannot wait for that to go out.
I cannot.
I was a backer. I went all in. I was really bummed it didn't hit, but I think there were just so many things at the same time. Right at that point, we had like Corsairs Creations was up. We had the Cryptoid line was up. There's a couple other ones as well.
Well, Mythic Legion just ended their
they had
role
the campaign for the
role playing game. Yeah,
it was like bam, 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 all in a row. And but I did back his Kickstarter. I wasn't gonna miss that for the world.
Me too.
But yeah, man. I mean, yes, it didn't fund, but you know what? He brushed himself off. He dusted himself off. And he's back stronger than ever. And like this, I cannot wait. I mean, maybe in a way it was a good thing, because like now we're getting modularity. We're getting more detail,
the chess piece changes and stuff.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Like skeletal creatures. Like, oh my God. Like I'm so in on it. So I wish him the best of luck.
Me too. He's a great guy too. He deserves it. So hopefully
for sure
as well.
100%. But yeah, so First Strike. You're talking about toy photography. I mean, that's kind of where I started following you, was following your awesome photos, but now you've like started going professional, right? Like
I wouldn't call it that, but yeah,
I mean, your photos are going to be on a figure box. Am I not wrong about that?
It's I don't think they're on the boxes. I did do some shoots for Bandito stuff too that they've had on like. So it started with the Bandito fundraiser for the 1/12 scale cars. If any of you guys have seen that as well.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to be a part of that almost 2 years ago now, to the first tour of going around to the different toy photographers. And every time they were at like a convention, they would post stuff on their Instagram. And I was always so humbled by the fact that they had one of my pictures on the banner of like all their stuff at the tables. And I was like, that's pretty awesome. But some of my photos right now for the Brutal Realm guys are, if you go to Big Bad Toy Store right now, all the promo shots are like my stuff, which is really like why I got into doing this, to be completely honest. I just wanted to get like to work with a company like them, who were just amazing guys. and just get to learn how the process works and kind of get to hear about the background of like the toy creation stuff, and then seeing my work being appreciated at that level was just really, really awesome. And then the Almighty Legends guys reached out to me and had a bunch of photos that just went up in the last couple of weeks, and that was really humbling to be able to get shots of them, and they sent me some stuff, and I got to play with like the pretty much final products. Those are really cool figures, so I think everybody's going to really enjoy them. So getting the chance to get some photos up for some of these like new lines that are going to be launching was like, I'm so glad I got to be able to do that. Considering they could have picked anybody, and all these photographers who are honestly amazing, but I was just really lucky to be able to get that done. So hopefully more of that happens, sure. But if it doesn't, I got to do that with a couple lines that I was really, really into, just from the mythos and lore and the design work of them. Like Brutal Realm is like, it's such a nostalgia trip. Everybody's going to love that line. I can tell you right now. It's honestly amazing. I got the almost final prototypes that I got to take pictures of the baseline barbarians, and I think everybody's going to dig those. And that was just like, that tugged at my nostalgia aspect, as we're all probably in our 30s or 40s area or older, and when we can harken back to like Masters of the Universe and like G.I. Joe and kind of see all that stuff being so hot now, but being a part of something kind of new is pretty amazing. So it was awesome, and I appreciate you calling that up.
Yeah, man. So what you're saying in a nutshell is watch out, 1/6 shooter. Watch out, I have Watu. He's coming for you guys. He's coming.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Oh man, you starting beef? I thought that was figure boost.
Yeah, thanks for that, Jesse. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I got to talk to 1/6 at Legion's Con, and when the Brutal Realm guys sent me home with a box of the prototypes to take pictures, and I asked him for some best practices and thoughts, and he was very kind to kind of give me some ideas, so it was very awesome.
Trevor's no gatekeeper at all.
No, dude, the guy's an amazing guy.
Honestly, a lot of photographers out there, they are not gatekeepers. I have hit them up personally. How do you and they're so cool, always wanting to help out, so I appreciate all that stuff. But before we go any further, Ronald, I want to say what up to our chat tonight on this Sunday evening. Different time. We're not going to do a show on Monday. We're doing this show tonight on Sunday. So I know the schedule is a little different, so we might have a little bit different of a crowd tonight, but I definitely want to say hi to everybody. What do you say, Ronald?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, One Fist is actually here on the show. Hello there. What's up? How you doing? Take it away, Ronald. Help me out.
No, this is your part. This is
okay. All right.
That part.
Select or not, but our next one was this is Arthuzuron. So I actually posted our thumbnail was a custom that I bought off of Arthuzuron last Legion Con. So I tagged him in it, and it's good to see his name in here. So thank you so much for joining. I love that figure. I wish I could do more justice in a photograph like First Strike here, but I'm getting there.
Awesome
I'm getting
photo.
there.
It's awesome
we got John, I'm assuming, and Josh from the Collecting Brothers. What up, big dog? How you doing? It's always fun to have him on. We got Jukebox Hero in the house. Jukebox had him on a couple weeks ago. That was a lot of fun. We have Cincy John. Happy Monday. Wait a minute. It's not Monday. It's Sunday, dude. Yeah, man. How you doing? He says he's cutting some foam, living the dream. Dude, did you see his last post he made of that?
It's pretty incredible.
Metal AF demon zombie vampire thing. Oh,
yeah, he's been popping up in my feed a lot, and I didn't realize I wasn't following him until the other day, and his work is incredible. I'm pretty blown away by his stuff. Yeah.
Very talented dude. John, thanks for stopping by and also being guest host when you can. We really appreciate that, of course. We got Gibbs. Gibbs Me Toys. Yo, panel and chat. What's up, Gibbs? How you doing? Got Enders in the house. Just give him the wave. What up? He's been dropping some heat too, man. Like, woo, that Batman he posted the other day. Woo, dog. Keep up the good work. We got John L in the house saying hi. What's up? Henderson. Oh, damn, look at all the heat on this stream. Look at that. Oh, thanks, man. If you want to pop in, let me know. I'll shoot you the link, man. But yeah, so there is our chat. We will say what up to whoever jumps in and wants to say what up to First Strike, One Fist, us. You guys are always welcome to say hi, what up. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, Ronald, do you want to pull up First Strike's Instagram page and we could show the people just the legend that we're dealing with right now on the show? He's like,
boy.
What?
Yeah.
What?
No.
Look, I love how humble you are. I mean, I love that. But like, let's be real honest. Like, here, come on. Like, your photos are on another level. Your lighting, your cinematography, your depth. I mean, you get it. You nail it.
Thanks,
yeah, let's dive into this, man.
For sure.
So this is First Strike Figs Instagram profile. Give him a follow. If you guys aren't, like, what are you doing? You got quite the following these days, man. Look at that. Almost 9,000, bro.
Yeah, it's been 5 years now, so it's been, slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm proud of what I've been able to do, which is cool, and I appreciate everybody checking my page out and staying on, which is cool to see over these years.
So, given that time, all the time that you've spent, all the figures you photographed, are you starting to get a little burnout, or is this like, I can't wait to shoot the next one?
I think I did this year. I think I hit a burnout stage pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I started like struggling with like imagery and, as photographers, if you want to call us that, we're just having fun, in my opinion. Most of us, some people are legit professionals. But in my opinion, I'm just doing this for fun. And I find myself always kind of doing like the same style of shot. Like if you scroll through my page, you'll see very similar. And I was having a moment this past year where I was like, I can't do anything different. Like I can't creatively come up with stuff. So I was like hitting ruts and, Instagram and the algorithm always get caught in ruts too. Like being able to be like, is my stuff getting out there? Is it worth, like, you always ask those questions, just you always want to push yourself because, you always want to climb the next mountain and try to get different achievements,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I hit a pretty good burnout phase this year, but I've been getting back into it really. And I think sometimes it's just kind of getting a creative nudge once in a while, and getting things like new dios and stuff is always like really fun. Like new figures don't sometimes like hit me as like, oh, I got to go photo it, immediately. I will say though, the new Doc Knock from Mezco has been like insane. I'm addicted to that figure. So I've been taking just shot of him in the last week or two. He's a lot of fun to play around with, man. He's probably one of my favorite releases this year for sure.
Right on.
So he was a nice little creative nudge, which was great. But getting new dios and stuff has always been fun to try to like bring that heat back a little bit,
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Do you make your own dios?
I've made a couple. I made one. I finished it this year, and it took me way too long. But I did make it, and it came out pretty cool. I was pretty happy with how it did, but I learned a lot, and it was the first time doing like architectural stairs and stuff. And so I bought a bunch of new tools this year and kept myself pretty busy. And it was the only one of like 3 that I've actually made, I think. So
cool.
Right now I've been buying a lot of the ones from Jesse, and he is just 3D printing all these amazing dios. So painting them has been a thing. So that's been like, oh, now I got to paint this for 3 weeks, So that's been a thing. And I absolutely loathe painting. So that's always a big challenge.
Yeah, me too, man. Ronald, you pulled up that Punisher shot. Let's talk about that for a quick minute.
Sure.
This thing is, dude, like I said, your lighting, you got tons of little things hidden all over the place. You got that Punisher mech behind him.
Yeah.
What do you think of that one?
I love that figure. I thought that was really fun. Punisher wearing War Machine armor and then wearing like a Hulkbuster version of the War Machine armor is just such a cool concept. So I hadn't read the comics in a few years. I haven't read any Marvel stuff in probably like 4 years, anything new anyway, except aside from like X-Men Krakoa stuff. I think that was like the last stuff I read. But I didn't know he did that, but the design alone made me want to buy it. So I picked that up. And normally I don't do scenes with a lot of little things like this. So this took me way too long to set up. And it's most of the time it's because I'm lazy and I don't want to do all the little things. So I see people like Toy Murph and others who do like these amazing like scene setups, and I just don't have the patience or sometimes creativity to be like, oh, I want to do this. But you know, it takes a lot of time to set up scenes like that. It's no easy thing to just throw a figure. It's an easier thing to throw a figure in front of a digital screen or just some simple DIO and just do a simple walk-in pose or something. And that's kind of what I'd stick to a lot. Where this one, it took me some time. So the setup far too long the other day, but it was fun to do.
Yeah, lots of depth in this one with everything, right? I mean, that's the advantage of spending that time, I guess, right? Is you know, creating that world with that depth, you know. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, world building is great if you have the time to do it often, or the stuff too. A lot of the times, like all these little things that you accumulate on figures over the years, you know, and you could start doing scenes like that. And some people just make their own or they buy them. And I just never bought a lot of like world building stuff. So now that I found, I was like, oh, I have a lot of stuff that might work for Frank in a Punisher shot. So let's do that. And worked out, you know.
Yeah, you look at the detail and all those stuff. You know, you got the weights there. You got, what is that, like a bag of money, briefcases. You got that mech in the back. My question would be like, where'd you get the calendar?
Yeah, the calendar is a old pinup picture off of Google, and I just photoshopped it in and resized it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Is that like, I was hoping, hinting at the van in the back? Is that supposed to be like
that's a custom van I did of the Ninja Turtle Party Wagon, and I painted that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's just hard to see with like the angle of the.
Right.
No, it's great though. Yeah, I mean that's the whole point, right? It's just like there's just this whole world. You know, there's more to it, right? And, yeah, it's awesome.
Well, you say you want to not get burnt out. You want to push yourself, and here it is. Like you did something different. You stepped out of the box, and I'm glad Ronald pulled this picture up because there's this picture is just beautiful. There's a lot going on, a lot to look at, and your world building. I think that your time and patience paid off 100% in this photo, man. It's really cool.
That head sculpt just helped me kind of go that way because I didn't want to buy. I don't buy like MCU stuff anymore. But that Punisher, when that dropped, I was like, that body is awesome just for a normal comic Frank too. So I had to pick that up, and I took that head sculpt from the freaking War Machine version of the Hulkbuster, and that head sculpt is so damn cool. So that's going to be one of my Franks on the shelf for a while now.
Yeah, man. Cincy, I just wanted to highlight his comment. He says nothing wrong with look or style. Nobody ever says, "Oh my God, Frank Frazetta, do something different."
They probably didn't then. In the world of social media today, they probably would.
I know, right? Ender's saying sick shot. Yeah, man, 100%. Let's see what else he's got here, Ronald. I mean,
take your pick. They're all good.
Yeah, I know. It does look like you're having fun with the series right here. Yeah.
So this one has what a lot of your stuff has. Maybe a little bit less, but in the we got the behind the scenes, so I see you're using that probe lens. But you also have like you use the highlights a lot. Like you got these like you always, it seems like a lot of your shots have these highlights and like bloom on the highlights. Do you have like a go-to way to achieve that you, I mean, because it seems pretty signature to your look. Like the Frank was the oddball, right? Like most of your shots, even like that newer E Honda one, or like, I mean, you're just looking at your whole feed. It looks a lot of those blooming highlights. So do you have like you're going to achieve that in a certain way, and then you like how do you go about that?
Yeah, I have a plugin in Photoshop, so I press the button, and then I move the sliders to see where I want it to go. That's pretty much it, man. Yeah, because I used to do it. I used to do the old layered trick where you do multiple layers of the bloom, and then you build it up in Photoshop, and you Gaussian blur it so that it does the blooming highlights. But now I just have a plugin that I bought. I paid for the license for it, and I just press a button and it does it. So it sped up the process significantly. But yeah, I just Some shots, when you do it though, you do lose a little fidelity of like detail, so you have to be kind of cautious with it too, because the tool itself is a little finicky with some of the lights, and it can eat up processing power like nobody's business. So it can easily kind of take up a space when you export the photo. So you got to be cautious of like how large that size is and things like that. But it has a lot of cool presets, and it kind of helps me just kind of fine tune it. And typically just always do it for like highlight levels and like gunshots and stuff like that, and you'll see it like right there. It's like a good example of that.
Is that like is Photoshop your main? Is it like what's your like workflow after you take the shot?
Yeah, I do Photoshop. Everything goes in. I do the shot, transfer it over. I throw the card in my desk here, and then throw it in Photoshop, do some raw detail work, and then depends on the shot, how much stuff I have to remove, if there's like stands or whatever, right? I just find Photoshop to be a little bit easier for that. I guess Snapseed's pretty good if you shoot on phones too, but I've never tried that.
But you go straight with the raw right into Photoshop. You don't like go through Lightroom or anything. You just go straight to Photoshop. I go
raw right to Photoshop, and then I'm not good with like, I'm still learning Photoshop every day. Like I learn something new all the time. And honestly, I've found my process, so I don't go out of my way to learn a lot of new stuff, which I should do.
I mean, if it works, it works, right? Yeah.
You know, but there's a lot of things I could probably do better in terms of editing and making scenes a little bit easier to navigate, and workflows easier to navigate. But I export it, and then I go into Lightroom to pick a variety of like different like filters, things like that work for what I want to go for.
Okay. So you like finish in Lightroom. You like start in Photoshop and like finish in Lightroom. Okay, interesting.
Yep.
That's cool. And then this is the probe lens is that your go-to for toy photography? Or
I just got that this year, so no, it's not my go-to. I should have listened to Toy Immersion and Toy Mirth and everybody, because it's a very cool idea, but it is very niche in terms of how you want to use it. Yeah, so it was a very expensive niche toy to only use sometimes. Sometimes it's cool, you get some cool depth with it, but I also struggle with the fact that it has limitations on focal range. So you do run into that a little bit. So if you want more blurry backgrounds, you can't get that with the probe unless you actually have a really deep like studio setting. And with my studio, I only have around, I don't know, I'd say around 6.5 feet maybe to the wall. So the probe lens is not really a good spot for that, to be in my honest opinion. It's good for up close stuff and like easy depth, like a guy pushing a sword at the screen or something. It's really good for that stuff. But if you want to capture full figures like I do, it can get a little odd because it has such a wide angle in the back end. So I'm still learning my way around the probe lens. I typically will stick to the old nifty 50. I also have a 105 millimeter that I stole from Way Snaps, who uses his. He loves that lens, and he taught me about that a couple years ago. And it's that is a really good one, especially when you do outside shots, because like the bokeh it gets is incredible. But 50 is.
That's your go-to. Is
what I use today.
Is your 50? Is your nifty 50? So are you a Canon shooter?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
I am. Yeah, I'm a Canon guy. Yeah.
Awesome. I gotta upgrade. I just want to say real quick, Lou jumped in. What's up, Lou? What's happening here? He says killer shots here. Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're great. They're great.
So are you saying that you regret getting probed, or you like
regret getting probed? Yeah, I think it was one of the worst experiences of my life. I think a probe lens is cool if you know what you're doing with it.
Yeah, it's another tool in the tool chest.
It is. It's another tool to use. It's fun. If you actually use it for like cool stuff, like taking it outside and like taking pictures of insects, it's honestly super awesome. It's really fun. But like with toy photography, you've really got to understand like what it does to your focal length and things like that. So.
Ronald, are you gonna scroll past that T-Rex with the volcano in the background?
I missed it. I was like, just quietly scroll, like nothing to see.
We'll just talk about it for 2 seconds. I mean, once again, depth of feel. I mean, I feel sad for this guy. It's like it's happening. His doom's upon him right now. A beautiful shot, amazing shot. This is stepping outside of the box again, and of course, it looks like the Namu Smart Series.
It is
Buck Rex. Yeah. Oh my God, it looks so beautiful. Well done. Just wanted to bring that up real quick. But Ronald, let's go look at the other images that you were scrolling to just now, because I definitely want to talk about those. These are the new properties that you've been shooting for, and what was it again? The Almighty
Legends. Yeah.
Legends.
Yeah.
I remember seeing.
Oh yeah. These guys. Okay.
Yeah, with the wings. Those. How are those wings? Tell me how the wings are.
So I got them out of the box, and I'm going to be honest. I think a lot of companies that do wings have struggled, and they've done new evolutions over the years. I was a little worried with how big they were and like what they were coming into. So, but when I got it out of the box, I was kind of blown away. They have ratchets, so they ain't moving hard like easily in terms of like falling down on them from the weight. The wings do have some folding properties, so there is like limitations of where like you can't do like circular unfolding. They kind of jag out because the way they connect will like, it's like click, 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 and you'll get certain proportions there. But they have like a secondary set of wings underneath that are not as articulated, but they can still move up and down from the back. They're hefty, but those figures can stand and balance on their own, even under the weight of the wings. And they stay in, they don't mess around. How they've developed the portholes, so they have 4 portholes on the back. And they're working with Harbinger Studios, who does Savage Crucible. So all the parts are also like swappable and modular with the Savage Crucible line. I didn't want to do that for any of the photos because obviously, I wanted to highlight what the company was doing. But I immediately was like, I want to move some stuff around big time. Yeah. Because there's some really cool builds you can get here. Yeah. But these guys are fun, man. They're really cool. The weapons were great. The designs were really sweet. I think people are really going to like these too. Obviously, you don't have butterfly joints because of the wings. So unlike Savage Crucible, you won't have that like aspect of the articulation. But the rest of it is all very familiar for anybody who's used Savage Crucible like figures in the past.
Okay. Yeah, these look great. I mean, your photography looks amazing. But yeah, I'm starting to regret not pre-ordering these. This was at the time where they came like when everything else was coming, and it's like, what do I pick? So yeah, I'm gonna have to jump on the bandwagon here because these look phenomenal. One Fist, did you pick up any of these?
I did not, and I don't have any Savage Crucible either. I'm lacking on both of those fronts.
I'm sad that you said that today.
I know.
Yeah, I think that like both of them are hidden. Like like I said, like I'm transitioning more and more 1/6. So like I still get 1/12 stuff, but it's I'm more selective with the 1/12 I get these days. But that being said, they look great, and it is weird for me not to have a single Savage Crucible. I think, and yeah,
it's a little weird. Yeah, I'm gonna judge you right now, but I'll get over it.
I mean, One Fist, in your defense, there's so much good stuff out there, and it's like it's really hard to like.
Yeah, and just fantasy, right? Like even if you like restrict yourself just to fantasy, like the amount of choices and options we have now, it's crazy. There's
Elric. Yeah, right? Yeah, that figure. Yeah, so good.
Yeah, I haven't dove 100% into Savage Crucible. I cherry pick, but yeah, I got a few in the collection, and they're awesome. I can't wait for what's coming next. We were talking about that last episode, the Danes, the bear, the creature. I can't wait for my water creatures I backed, the piranha looking. Yes. Oh, dude, I can't wait for those.
I need more of these. Whatever it is.
Yeah,
that's right. A lot of people are saying that's like, figure of the year potential, right? I hear that from a lot of people.
It's probably up there. It's at least in my top 3 for sure right now.
Wow.
It's so good. And when they went back on the in-stock sale, I was in line that night to try to get another one because I wanted to army build for the Black Knight aspect, and it was sold out in like seconds.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping,
people were crying about that for sure.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping my friends over at Savage Crucible will be blessing me at some point and send me another one, but we'll see.
Well, yeah, man.
Like, collectors crying over something going out of stock.
Yeah, me. Let's go back.
The wife got to put
photo.
up with me at San Diego. I know everyone was like the Jada was like what most people were after, but but for me it was Underverse. Like I was trying to get that Underverse exclusive, and it was in my card, and it sold out while it was in my card. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, I didn't get the Invincible figure. It sold out in my cart. I locked out, and I got the Street Fighter heads pack. But luckily, that site in Australia had them still, so I synced up over there and got a pre-order in. So,
from Pop Culture,
Pop Culture, yeah.
Nice.
1 second, I wanted to say what up to Amateur Hour. He jumped in. He wants to say, "Hey, all, what's up, Amateur Hour? Welcome on this Sunday." So I wanted to talk to you about your just kind of process that you take for these Almighty Legends figures. I mean, did you already pre-plan something, or did you just have like a dio and you're like, hey, I wonder if this works?
I had, when they reached out, I reached out to them years ago when the pre-orders went up because I backed them immediately. And they said, hey, a couple years went by and they pinged me one day and they're like, hey, we got the prototypes, the final productions, and we want to send them to you. Would you be interested in still taking some pics? I was like,
hell yeah.
So they sent them over, and I had some ideas in my head initially, but this was a first for me too, and I wanted to make sure that I did the right things that they wanted. And I asked them, like, what do you want to see out of this, right? And what do you have ideas? And they sent me a couple ideas. So there's one shot that's I'm not sure if they've posted it or not in full yet. They may have, but it's like a horizontal shot with Death and then the Gabriel figure on the left and right. And they wanted it with them fighting like smaller figures. And because in the lore, these angels are like 10, 12 feet tall. So they even sent me a bag of those smaller Epic Hacks figures from Space on the
Nice.
But they sent me a couple of those.
Multi-scale display.
Yeah, so they wanted that in the shot. So they sent me a whole bag of those with the figures so I could try to come up with some ideas. So they had a couple of ideas, but nothing too crazy. And they just said, we want to see what you do. So I just had to come up with some thoughts and get them out there.
That's cool, man. So a little obviously you want to give the customer what they're asking for, but that's pretty smart, man. Like in this photo right here, you got the little guys and big mamma jamma rolling through, slicing fools up. Did any of them come with the big ass sword?
He comes with his scythe. He also comes with a big ass sword. And then Gabriel is the white angel there underneath. He comes with the 2 scimitar swords, and then he also has like a dual blade. It's not too big. I would say as you get the other horsemen to be released, they also sent me some really cool trading cards and stickers with like a preview of what's to come. And the Horseman of War is definitely going to be your deal, Jesse, because he comes with a big ass sword. That's huge.
Yeah, here we go. All right, I'm down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sold. So in this picture right here, are you actually using fire?
No. What's in behind there is a light on the backdrop with some fog, just to imitate the burning. And then I used that glow tool that I have to brighten that up quite a bit. And then fire on the my left side of looking at the screen would be that's photoshopped in. Yeah.
I gotcha. Well, nonetheless, you can feel the heat coming off of this photo, thanks. Man. It's really cool. Is there any picture in your feed that you would like to talk about or show off?
I could, who knows if I did that. I would say if you scroll down a little bit, I do want to call out the guys from Brutal Realm and thank them for sending some of those pics. And you can see that center shot right there of that barbarian. That is the con exclusive. Goodness, I'm blanking on the name. The Cro-Magnon, yes, Cro-Magnon. Yeah. So that's the con exclusive for them for this year, and they sent me those 4 figures. And again, these guys are super fun to pose. They pose really well for how big they are. The butterflies are super amazing how they did them, especially when you have these big beefcake guys with giant muscles everywhere, and they're kind of hard to bend into spots. But these guys move real well. I think people are really pleased with them, and they're just a lot of fun to play around with. So shouting out the team over there, Brutal Realm and Realm Toys, just kind of, I think we're going to be really excited. I think their stuff is on the water now for the first line, and people are going to start getting them in hand in the next couple of weeks, month maybe.
Heck yeah. It's been a long time waiting for sure, but
yeah, it's been a long road for that line, but yeah, it looks great.
But I'm super excited to get these in my hands, man. I definitely backed them as well. What about you, Ronald? Did you get Brutal?
I got a few of them. I love the homage figures that they did.
Yeah,
those were, and then who doesn't need a big beefy barbarian looking guy,
right? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like looking in a mirror, It's like, I need that, What about you, One Fist? Did you get Brutal?
So I backed for the woman Athena. But that's going to be a little bit longer wait, right? That's not part of the first wave, and so I think, obviously I want that. That was like my number one want from this line was big, muscle mommy. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I imagine once these are out, this first wave, that I'm going to regret it. I'm going to end up picking up some of this first wave too. I like Ron was saying, the homage like that. They're like not Vader figure. Oh man, that was like it's like a mashup of Skeletor and Vader, basically, right? I mean, it's
that. Yeah, Grimskull is so cool, man. Yeah, he was really fun to play with. And I will say, for any photographers who get to work with companies, getting prototypes in hand is such an interesting way to try to learn how to do photography, because the joints will either be very loose or very tight, and you have to be very careful. There's certain things you can and can't do. And I learned some lessons through that, and the guys at Realm Toys were very understanding when you say, and you have to admit that, hey guys, like one of your prototypes, that can happen. But they're like, we're aware these things are happening. These are 3D printed parts right now. Just be cautious. And sometimes you have to like glue stuff back together. I did that too when the Bandito kind of came around. The tires were like off when it shipped in the car. Like when they shipped it to me and I got it, the back tires were literally broken off the rims. So I had to basically fix it on my own to ensure that it got to the rest of the people. And they were like, all right, no worries, we'll get working on the new tires. So they were working on it to ship to the next person while I had to like put it in the garage and get it fixed up, so there's a lot that you learn too doing like prototype shots, but these guys were basically like close to final, and they were just super fun to pose around. So this was a lot of fun to take that picture of. But the first line of stuff with like Grimskull and the other figures in the first wave that are coming out soon, those were very early prototypes, and they had challenges to move around just because they can't even like stand on their own, really, because like the joints are so loose and stuff. So that was interesting as a photographer, as like a new challenge to be like, what can I do with these guys without having to like cause chaos with them too at the same time,
Dude, that's got to be so nerve-wracking. Like
it absolutely is. I'm already high anxiety.
Prototype. You're like shit your pants. You're like, oh, whoops, sorry.
Secret, like one of one figure, like.
Yeah, it's just their bread and butter. It's just their baby, Yeah.
And then you go and you bust a Jesse and good old hand hands.
Fat thumb it, hand hands. Yeah. But they're like, hey, did you get the shot? And you're like, yeah, I got the shot. They're like, worth it. Worth it. Yeah, man. I mean, let's be honest. You've got so many phenomenal photographs on your page. You guys go on to First Strike's Instagram and give them a follow, because just dropping heat left and right.
What's that figure that's being like a Simon Belmont there? What's
that? Yeah, that is a Savage Crucible Who-Man figure that I converted. It's 3 Savage Crucible figures kit bashed together, and I made a Simon Belmont. It's not exactly perfect in what I wanted. I'm still trying to find a couple things for it, but I couldn't pass up trying to get a Castlevania figure for my collection. So
yeah, that's nice.
Then you got that imp in there. I want that imp. I missed that one. He's so cool.
He's fun. Yeah.
But I love the colors, man. The purple or the pink, purple, the moon in the background. This speaks my language. All the skeletons, right, Ronald? All the skeletons he's bashing. Come on. He's not a skeleton guy. That's why.
No, but I do like the Who Man just going to town on them.
Yeah. Yeah, he's super. What else you got in here? Flip through it. Is this you got some behind the scenes?
I think on that one, if you click to like the next shot it's just me putting a Castlevania logo in behind it. I think is like the next one. I think.
Where'd you get this?
That skull.
Yeah, I know, with the brains. Like,
yeah.
That's so cool. Where did you get that? Is that just like a custom?
I think that was the Foosh skeleton that they released. Which is severely underrated in my opinion, and I wish I bought a bunch of them because it's I love the Mythic Legion skeletons because they're like chunky, but this one is like creepy gangly skeleton and it's perfect. And the joints are like super tight. He poses awesome. He came with 3 heads. He came with a normal skeleton, the brain exposed one, a skeleton head, or like a pumpkin skeleton, and then like one with like horns and assortment of hands. Like, it's one of my favorite figures in my collection, actually.
Yeah, I missed that one. Is that the same brain skull that Doc Knock is shooting in your other picture?
Absolutely is. Yeah, he shows up in a lot of my photos. If you ever see skeletons like on the ground, it's typically him. Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, that's so sick. The Castlevania in the background there. Yeah, super cool. Got the Nintendo and everything on it. That's so cool, man. I mean, it's no brainer that companies are reaching out to you to like photograph their figures, man. This is really cool stuff. But Ronald, I mean, we could spend all day talking about his Instagram profile, right? Am I right?
No. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of pictures here. We didn't even scratch the surface, did we?
No, we didn't even scratch the surface.
I keep scrolling and heat after heat.
Yeah, good stuff, man. But I think I want to talk about some archive figures. What do you think, Ronald?
Archive figure of the week.
All right. In this segment, we want to talk about some older figures, maybe a little dusty. I don't know, but we still love them. We want to highlight them and show them off. So, Ronald, take it away. Who's going first?
I got the order set up here. I'll have you do the honorary first.
You want me to go first? All right. So this one's an older one from when I was a wee little Jesser. I did happen to pull this one out of the collection. It's the Red Rex from Jurassic Park. Was it 93 is when they released this? Yeah, man, it's super cool. Unfortunately, it does not make any noises anymore, but it's had a rough ride. But I mean, still bendy, still in one piece. So
it's like Seamless Body from 93.
I know, right?
I was about to say that thing looks pretty damn good for 93.
Yeah,
but two, just in terms of like the shape that you kept it in, like that looks great.
It's been a little rough played with, got some paint scratches and stuff like that, but it's still ticking. It doesn't make noises or anything. The mechanism right here in the rib cage, you push it and it's supposed to roar, but and stomp. It doesn't do that anymore. But I mean, it's still got the real feel skin. You can
See, you don't need the sounds because you do it.
I know, right? But yeah, Kenner was on another level back in those days because it's squishy, it's bendy, and a lot of companies went away from that and just gave us hard plastic dinosaurs. And Hammond Collection is starting to give us kind of bendy stuff, real feel skin, getting back to the original because that's what worked, man, and it was a lot of fun. But there it is, the Red Rex, 1993 Jurassic Park. Arr.
Nice.
You like my sound effects?
It's
First Strike.
Good. Yeah, it's very good.
First Strike. How many dinosaurs do you have in your collection?
I have. All right. I don't have that many. I have the Navy Studios, the T-Rex. I have the Hammond Collection T-Rex. I have the Hammond Collection Stegosaurus. I have the Hammond Collection. I can't remember the name of it, but it's sort of like a T-Rex, but it's not. And then I have 2 of the Ember Collection Raptors. Yeah, I just have 2 of those. That's it. That's all I got.
Dude, that's a fun line, man. The Amber Collection. I wish they went a little bit further with that one, but Hammond Collection is pretty good. What about you, One Fist? How many dinosaurs do you have in your collection?
Yeah, not that many. I've got the Hammond T-Rex, and then I have a few of the Amber. What was like the black one? Was that like an Allosaurus or what was that one?
Black Amber. Well, they only did a few in the Amber Collection. That's the 6-inch. The 6-inch.
Oh, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Hammond. Maybe it was Hammond. I didn't think the Hammond was out yet, but maybe.
I'd have to look at my collection, but black dinosaur. There's one.
There's like black and yellow.
There's the Indoraptor, but they haven't made that in the Hammond Collection. The Namu came out with an Indoraptor that was black and gold. That one's really good, really cool. It came with like a vest that he wore and like a cybernetic eye as an alternate head. Cool. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I haven't seen that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I don't have any of like those, like the Dino Riders, the Cyber Zoics type stuff. Those are pretty cool, though. I have to admit, those are pretty cool.
Look at Ronald with his Rexy, man.
Yeah, right here. I'm like, oh, did you see that? Like Jesse was showing off your grandpa.
Yeah, I know, Grandpa, right?
Grandpa.
I do have a couple of those Amber Raptors too, but that's not that many. No, I have a nephew that's just all dinosaurs, and he's just all dinosaurs all the time. Although he's gotten into kaiju too, so he's got dinosaurs and Godzilla.
That works.
Stuff
that works.
Nice.
Yeah.
He sounds like a very intelligent, well-rounded individual.
Obviously.
Yeah. But anyways, that is my archive figure of the week. It is the Red Rex from Kenner, 1993.
Nice.
Who's next, Ronald?
See the One Fist.
Yes.
So my archive is definitely not that old. I think this was 2021 when Black Series came out with this like Kenner tribute.
Yeah.
Like the original 78, it's in that orange color, not the real screen accurate color, and it has the vinyl, part of the cloak, just like the Kenner. So yeah, and I think they did a good job on this face, of Alec Guinness, and I really like the orange. I really like the orange. I really like the vinyl. I talk about this, with people in the Discord and just people that in our community, like. My tastes have gotten real extreme. Like if it's realistic, I want it to be super realistic, like a 1/6 in art. I want it to be the most realistic. But if it's toyetic, then I want it to be like as toyetic as possible, like this with the vinyl cape and stuff, the in between where I think a lot of the community is, like on like Mofex or SH Figure Arts, that stuff doesn't interest me these days as much as like the extremes, like extremely realistic or just extremely toyetic. That's kind of where my collection's been going these days.
That's cool. I didn't even know they did those, by the way.
This was on card. I think
awesome.
This was it might have been an Amazon exclusive, this one. I'm not sure, but
that's pretty cool.
But yeah. No, I love this one. Sits on my desk. Like I love this one.
Did they do a couple of those, like a couple different characters?
Yeah, I think they've done. Man, I don't know what all they did in the Kenner tribute, and I don't know how many of them had the vinyl in the Black Series, because they have their retro line, which is like 3 3/4 that looks like this, right? As opposed to the TVC, which is like modern 3 3/4, right? But yeah, I don't really know. Maybe they did a Vader with the vinyl. I'm not sure if they did. I definitely, if they did, I don't have it. I don't have it if they did.
I'm looking at this. So
did they come out with? Did it come with a coin?
I don't know if this one came with the coin. We could probably bring it was on the like a old school card.
Yeah,
we could probably bring that up, but I don't know if it came with the coin. You know, like some of them did come with the coins, like those droids ones.
The cartoon, yeah, the cartoon ones
Yeah.
came with the coin.
Yeah.
But I mean, even though it's a repaint kind of
Yeah.
it's different enough. You know that it demands your money.
I mean, that vinyl's all new, right? I mean, they had to have that vinyl cape, right?
Yeah, good throwback to the original Obi-Wan Kenobi from '77, right? '78 when they released it.
So I think the figures didn't come out till '78, but yeah,
'78.
Yeah.
Looking like they did Greedo, a Jawa, Boba Fett, and Obi-Wan.
So no, this was the only one with the vinyl cape then.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, but there may be.
Yeah. Or did the Jawa have vinyl?
He looks like he has cloth.
Oh yeah, because that's actually right, like the big like rare thing in the vintage collection, in the actual vintage Kenner line, right? Like you know, like having the vinyl Jawa, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because I had the cloth Jawa when I was a kid. Yeah, I didn't have the vinyl one.
That vinyl one's rare, huh?
Yeah.
The original vinyl Jawa. It's going for some money. I think it'd be cool if they expanded on that a little bit more and did a Vader, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I mean, you know, now we got, you know, someone in the community in Black Series, you know, maybe we should hit up, you know, Hero Collection there and say, hey, where are these? You could do a Vader with this vinyl cape, you know, it'd be pretty dope.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. So, I mean, I've kind of teetered back a little from Black Series. Every now and again there's a bad guy or something we'll pick up. But what about you, First Strike? Are you a big Black Series collector?
I have a decent Black Series collection. It's not that big, but I got quite a few. I dabble here and there. It's kind of pick and choose.
Yeah.
I was a big Star Wars fan as a kid. I'm still a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah,
I had tons of the figures as a kid, but like as I got older and I'm super into comic figures, so like I had to pick and choose, like, am I going to go all in on my Legends and my Mythic Legions, or am I going in on like all lines? You have to like stop at some point. So I can't get out all Black Series stuff. So
yeah,
I have my Star Wars figures that are like my favorite Star Wars characters. And that's kind of what I do.
Me too. One Fist, how many 1/6 like sideshow Star Wars figures are you up to now?
Well, actually, I have one sideshow. I have a sideshow R2, but I have way too many Hot Toys Star Wars, and so I mean that's, you know, once I get these shelves built, you know, then I'm really going to see, because a lot of them I haven't put up at all yet. They're just in box, and it's like, how many do I really have? Should I be worried about myself here?
I bought my first 2 Hot Toys last year, and I was like, all right, here we go. And then I got them in hand, and I was like, these are pretty sick. I like them. And then I sold them quick because I was like, I can't do a 1/12 line. I don't have the space, and I can't spend more money on these things. So I paused. I have one 1/6 scale figure.
Yeah, that is
the Big Lebowski, and he just sits over.
Nice.
And that's it.
Yeah, no, Hot Toys gets more of my money than any one company, and nowadays, even though, you know, like in some ways, you know, like I like other companies more, but it's just, you know, the volume Hot Toys comes. I mean, I think, you know, a lot of our community is 1/12, so they don't know, but like Hot Toys like comes out with like over 200 figures a year.
Dude,
you know, I mean, it's like way more than Mezco comes out with. You know, I mean, it's, you know, and they, you know, they've got Marvel, Star Wars, and they do other things. Your DC, you know, I mean, so it's, you know, if Hot Toys collector, just that would keep anybody, you know, that's more than enough.
It's an insane amount of stuff they drop.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, plus like Hot Toys, you get what you pay for, man. Like, it's incredibly detailed.
That's the one thing. Like some of those 1/6, you know, like the InArt, you know, like I understand why InArt is priced the way they are with the rooted hair, and everything is so great, and I love them. But it is like, you see that price tag, you're like, the Hot Toys, they've been creeping up, but it still seems like, okay, this is, I understand why it's this, you know,
yeah.
Although they've been creeping up, and then they you know, they have their artisan rooted hair now too, and you know, so I mean, Hot Toys, you know, it's everything's expensive though. Everything, I mean, buying beef is expensive right now, right? So I mean,
right.
But Hot Toys and Star Wars is definitely a dangerous combination, because, you know, you see one stormtrooper, you want a battalion of them. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Who hasn't seen a
And,
couple
you know,
of
like,
troopers and got
you
an
know,
army build them?
I like my Black Series figures. I like my, like I've got some Moffex Star Wars. I've got some SHF Star Wars. But like, if you're a Star Wars guy, like, I mean, it's tough to beat the Hot Toys Star Wars line. It's a really good line of figures. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like that battle damage Darth Vader they did from Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Well, and then they just did like
Incredible.
a different battle damage one that's just not from anything out of the comics or whatever.
The
It had that
Anakin
like
face.
the cape with the face of the helmet, and yeah.
Dude, insane. I love how Hot Toys, like, they have a product, but they develop their own look and kind of style, and it just looks really cool what they do with their properties.
And they've been pushing past what most people think. Like lately they've been doing more cartoony stuff, right? Everyone just associates them with realistic, but they've they did those K-pop Demon Hunters, so like they're expanding their what Hot Toys can be for sure too.
I just want to say real quick, Rick Jones hops in. What's up, Rick? Thank you for joining us on a Sunday. He says he has one Hot Toys Predator, 2 with battle damage. One Hot Toy Predator, 2 with battle damage.
If anything made me buy Hot Toys again, it would be Predator figures, because that would be a problem for me for sure.
That original Predator's coming out anytime this year. It's supposed to be out pretty soon. It's already like late. So I mean, that's you can pick that up. It would be brand new. It'll probably be better than any Predator that they've done so far.
Right.
Don't say that to me. I don't need that.
The other Predator I have the Samurai Predator, the Hot Toys Samurai Predator, and it's sick. It's sick. Yeah.
So what you're saying is, First Strike, buy a Predator Hot Toys. Your wife will be totally cool with it. Your wallet will love you. I don't
have any room for 12-inch scale on my shelves.
It takes a lot of space.
Problem.
It takes space.
That sounds like future Josh problem. Okay. Ronald, who's next?
I'll go next.
All right.
All I heard was Hot Toys are hashtag realistic real ones.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and here I got myself a vehicle. It is not came out fairly recent, but of course I got this through a Kickstarter, and with Kickstarters, like, sometimes they're in waves. You get them. This is the first thing to come out.
You got the skull.
I did get the Robo Skull. I was one of the backers. I came with the stand, and I think I also got the book on it for some reason, because knowledge is power.
Mm-hmm.
But I did get one of the 6-inch troopers that they said should be in my hand soon.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw the news of the figure, because the figures look cool. They futuristic, black and red, space figures. And I had to whip out the card. This actually has not gone back into storage or anything. It's been right there. It takes up a whole block on my detail.
Oh, yeah.
But dude, this is one of those things that you have to show off.
I think so.
They got somebody to do like a 3D animation of that, like flying through space and then landing. It looks so sick. It was like really nice, like a TIE fighter.
Yeah, I know the wings move, and the few things that I was not able. I know you could swap out the turrets in the eyes for like some bomb-looking stuff. Cool. And then this is my favorite part. You could always just hide a figure in there. My wiener and my skull.
Any chance Ronald could show off his wieners, he's gonna take it.
Yeah, I'm a simple guy. Ask me about my wiener.
That thing is wicked, dude.
Yeah, that thing's really
so cool.
Not wrong there. Yeah, I know this thing is.
Why didn't you go last?
I think it's sick. Yeah,
it's okay. It's all front loaded. The rest of my stuff are kind of whack.
Talk about shelf space. Where are you putting that?
Right.
This one I had to get it out of the box because it came out like right after I had gotten the his tank, and then the turtle van, and this being the third big box taking up space in my room. I was like, no. Like
Those
it's
vehicles
already
are
tight enough. Like if you noticed, like last time you were here, my screen was probably over there, pointing to that shelf. It's just I'm slowly getting more and more buried into like a little corner here.
Well, if you don't need that his tank, you could send it over here.
There you go.
You want a turtle van?
Yes.
That was a slightly bigger box.
Damn.
What goes
Dude, this thing is cool. I remember First Strike. You remember walking around Legion's Con and seeing the Robo Skull 6-inch figures and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Dude, they're really cool.
They're very cool. Yeah, I didn't get any. I've been thinking about it though, and that thing is pretty sick, man. They did a good job with that.
I think
the tank is definitely worth it.
Ronald, can't you take out the cockpit and put a 6-inch? You have the weenie in there.
Yeah, no, this is a 6-inch wiener.
Yeah.
Look at it. Yeah, but it has two different cockpits. It has one where it's like two-sided, like you have one figure facing this way, one figure facing the back, and that's more for 3 3/4. And this is the bigger cockpit because all my stuff are on the bigger end.
Right.
Yeah, 6-inch. Even 6-inch. I mean, that's big for some people.
Right. It's a respectable size. I mean,
a 12-inch one wouldn't fit in here. That's
it's too big.
Yeah.
It's too big.
No, but you look in there and look, they put all the stickers in there, so I didn't have to bribe my daughter to do the dirty work. That. Like, yeah, I'm too old to put stickers on stuff. I'm like, tell my daughter, you want to make $5? Decorate this for me.
Here's some stickers. I wonder if they're ever going to come out with that Robo Skull again, because I missed it, and that thing is just too cool, man. I would love to own that thing, man.
Hopefully, like a few changes. They did have a Kickstarter exclusive one that had like yellow markings on it. So hopefully that's further down it's MK2. Maybe there's an MK3 down the line, or like this one's perfect. It's black and red, but. Yeah, some people are kinky and they want a blue and red one or a blue and black one. So, we celebrate all kinks here.
Dude, I think it would be so cool if you could take the turrets out or like have lights in the turrets to where they light up red or something.
The ones in the eyes do come off.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Put some red
had like a little glowing orb that you could have put in there.
That'd be so sick. Anyways, Ronald, dude. Sick pick for archive figure of the week,
and then hopefully I get tracking for the 6-inch trooper soon, and I show that off in my recent pickups.
Yeah,
but not yet. Not yet. I'm getting excited, so I showed this off. As you said, any opportunity to show off my wiener.
That's right. Anytime. I want to see what your Robo Skull Trooper looks like in that thing, dude. That thing is gonna look sick. But
have you ever tried to shoot like a vehicle or something that big for Strike? Have you ever had anything like that in your shot?
I've done the I did the G.I. Joe helicopter. I forgot the name.
Dragonfly, is that
Dragonfly? I've done that, but I only got like the nose in it. And then I did the tank that came from Ramen Toy. I did the tank. And that I had Hulk doing the thunderclap and like knocking it over. So I had it like really up in the front. That was like one of my furthest back shots I've ever had to do to like bring it in from like a zoom. But I got most of it in the shot, but not all of it. I can tell you that. Yeah.
Dope. It's got to be tough getting like that big of something in a shot.
Yeah, I did a shot of Galactus once. The Hasbro HasLab Galactus. I did that shot. That was the whole thing for sure.
Well, cool, man. Good archive pick, Ronald. Who's next?
That'd be me, right?
Man of the hour, First Strike. Let's go.
Yeah, my archive isn't that old, similar to the One Fist, but I thought it was timely because of what's happening. So I picked the Mezco Dr. Doom with all the hubbub about Doomsday going on. I absolutely think this is probably the best Mezco figure that's ever been released.
Wow. Wow.
In my opinion.
Hot take.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
it moves well. It was designed by 4 Horsemen. They helped with the design of the armor. All the accessories are just absolutely awesome. All the head sculpts are great. The weight of this dude is just so cool. And it's like, usually with Mezco, what you get with their Marvel figures is like, let me Mezco it up just a little bit. And they have like lines, suits or whatever. They didn't mess around with Victor. They kept him very much classic, and that's what I like the most about it. I think they're doing that a little bit more now with like the Spider-Man and Doc Ock, and Cap, and Thor. I think they did that with, but and the Fantastic line they did. But every other Marvel release, they've always done like, let's make it like a futuristic suit or something, you know. And those are okay. But in my opinion, this is one of the best Mezco figures I've ever done, at least of a comic property. But that's why I picked him. I had a really hard time with the archival one because all my old stuff, all my old collection was like gone. So it's only from 2020 on. The only thing I had pre-2020 was one of my McFarlane The Thing figures from Movie Maniacs.
Yes.
And it was so far in the back of the shelf that if I brought it out, it was going to knock everything else down. So it was technically my first pick, but I was too lazy to try to move like 15 figures off the shelf to try to get to it. And Doom was right up front. And I was like, well, Doomsday's out, so let's grab him.
Let's do it.
You know.
Do you have any problems with that belt on your Mezco Doom? Mine always was coming off.
Absolutely.
Always.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing in the ass of that figure is that stupid belt will not stay on. The tabs that they use on most of their belts like that are all very similar. I don't know what Mezco does with those, but they got to figure that out. That doesn't stay on well, but so I use a little bit of formulaic glue so it doesn't stay forever. It just like makes it sticky, and then it stays pretty well.
Good tip. Good tip.
Yeah, I didn't pick that one up, but I know that like they came out with that one, and then not too long ago they re-released it.
Re-released, yeah.
And then that, which I mean, I like that. I think that like the people that missed out on it get a second chance.
Yeah,
but like
absolutely.
at the same
and you
time,
get more money again. Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
it was weird because they went so many years with no re-releasing, right? And then I think that was kind of why it kind of divided some of the communities, because like you've gone this long and you've never re-released a figure, and then all of a sudden now there's a re-release, you know. But yeah, I mean, giving people a chance to get it, I'm not opposed to that for sure.
Yeah, me too.
And the secondary is crazy on Mezco. I doing what I've done with my collection, like moving to 1/6, like I made out like a bandit flipping my Mezcos, you know, like flip, you know, because I mean, what other thing do you buy, you know, use for several years, and then you can still get the same price or more when you sell it? You know, like nothing was like that, right? You know, I mean, because I'm not an in-box collector, you know, like I've used it, I've opened it, and they were still going, you know, like Hot Toys are their resale value is nothing like Mezco resale value. It's crazy. Yeah.
No, I hear you, man. And I think with cloth goods too, it's always kind of a pain at times, depending on the material they use. So I actually ended up getting rid of a lot of my like Marvel Mezcos because of the pleather that they have on it.
Oh yeah.
And though I've never, knock on wood, had any issues with mine, I sold them before they did become an issue. So I got rid of them. I'd rather have a really good plastic figure that has good sculpt and articulation more so than a cloth goods. But if I was a 1/6 collector, obviously I want cloth goods. I want everything to be as a real, to your point, One Fist. Now it's either has to be perfectly realistic as possible or just make it look awesome, right? So it's got to be one of the two. And I think 1/12 scale, sometimes soft goods is really hard to do. I think Mezco does it really well. Seen some third parties do some really, really cool stuff too. But if any companies use that pleather stuff, it just degrades over time. It's what happens. And unfortunately, I just got rid of all my stuff that has that because I didn't want to deal with it. But I will admit too, sometimes a cheaper version of stuff is better than a Mezco. I love Black Bolt and Lockjaw, and I bought that set. And Marvel Legends released a way more superior Lockjaw, and in my opinion, and they also released a pretty solid Black Bolt. So why am I going to keep the Mezco? I just sold it.
That Mezco Lockjaw looks nice though, you know, right? I mean, it doesn't move like it doesn't, you know, but it looks nice, and it, you know, it's got the like light up features, right?
Yeah, the light up stuff was really cool. That was actually technically, I think that was my first or second Mezco figure I ever got.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's a crazy first Mezco.
Right. So I was like, I love this. I was sold on Mezco. Like, this is great. The Black Bull, I was just always a little nervous because like that suit body was so tight on his armpits, so he didn't really want to lift the arms very well.
Yeah.
But he was such a cool sculpt, and I love the lockjaw, but like it was a big statue with lights on it. So I was like, I'll just get the Marvel The Legends one because it can do a sit down and it fits in my better. So it's a little bit less bigger than the Mezco, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Yeah.
Yeah, that dog needs to be big, man. It's lockjaw. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
I mean, it's still big, but you know, not as big as the Mezco one.
We got KJ Smith jumping in. He's saying, "Yo, what's up, peeps? What's up, KJ? How you doing? Happy Sunday." We got First Strike Figs in the house. We just went over our archive figures. That was an awesome pick. Yeah, Doomsday. I can't wait for that movie, dude. I cannot wait.
Cool.
I wonder if it's. I'm assuming it's going to shatter the last Spider-Man movie box office record.
We'll see. We'll see, man.
You know, who knows, man? But I think everyone was surprised that Spider-Man did so well at the box office, right? I mean, I'm glad, you know, but like I think that came as a surprise to everyone, right?
Yeah.
I really love Spider-Man, dude. I don't care what anybody says that they can fight me. Yeah. Spider-Man is the biggest and most well-known superhero of all time. So he's gonna make bank at box office. Batman is probably a close second. So any movie that Batman releases, Superman sucks and all levels.
I'm with you. I'm with you, First Strike. I'm 100% with you. Like Spider-Man was never like my favorite as a kid. You know, like Wolverine was always my favorite as a kid. But Spider-Man, you know, like when I talk about, you know, like to, you know, other people like maybe outside of comics or whatever, I'm just like, to me, like, you know, that suit, you know, that Ditko design. It can go with like Warhol or anything like that. That is like art to me. Like, you know, like it is like, you know, it's amazing that design. And you know, I think that's why like people just gravitated toward it. He's just cool. Like, I mean, he's just a cool character, you know?
Yeah. He's transcended everything, man, in terms of a character. Yeah. So like, that's why I think he's the biggest superhero of all time. So when it started making that much money at box office, we haven't had a Spider-Man movie in what, like 3 or 4 years or whatever.
Yeah.
So people were clamoring, right? And then, I mean, it was a good movie too. It was fun. It was well done. And I mean, it's still raking in cash. So I think Doomsday technically may beat it, but it's going to be hard. We'll see. Yeah. You know,
it's opening the same weekend as Dune, right? So it's kind of splitting the audience. Yeah. You know,
the audience. They lost the IMAX funds because they didn't book it. Right? You know what I mean? So like, I don't know if it'll hit. I don't know if it'll hit Spider-Man numbers. To be honest, we'll see.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna
watch it either way. But
Hell yeah. Either way, I mean, we're gonna get awesome movies, so I'm super excited for that.
And it's Dr. Doom, and I'm just so freaking goddamn excited, man. I know that he's with like the whole Kang thing that happened, he was kind of like a fill-in, but like, I'm glad they're going Dr. Doom. I don't even care if it's Robert Downey Jr. I don't care as long as it's good and it's a good interpretation of Doom. Yeah. That's all I want.
Well, you said you read the Krakoa. Did you read the Hickman Secret Wars?
I did read Secret Wars. Yeah. Yep.
I enjoy it. Like I love Hickman. I know some people he's not everyone's cup of tea, but I love that whole Avengers run all the way up to Secret Wars that Hickman did. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, me too, man. I really love God Emperor Doom. That whole storyline is just pretty badass. Yeah. In my opinion, Doom has been such a cool character for them to play around with the last couple decades. That the fact that he's just now becoming the big bad in MCU, I'm glad. I am sad though. I feel like they're going to make a point to show the power creep, so that way he can like destroy one of the characters super easily. And I think it's going to be Sentry. And that's my favorite, like one of my favorite characters. And I really hope they don't.
The Sentry is one of your favorites. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I really have a feeling they're going to do that. But, you know, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see. But it's still Doom, and he's also in my top 10 of favorite characters.
Yeah, they don't really have Thanos for him to rip the spine out of, like in the comics.
If they do an alternate version of Thanos, I bet you they do that scene. I bet you they do.
That'd be cool. Yeah. That'd be cool.
That's the thing about Marvel with their universe that they're building is there's so many multiverses and everything now. It's like they can kill a character off or whatever, and then guess what?
I honestly hope we get away from that stuff. But we'll see. Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, no, and then they're all for that fan service. Seeing RDJ, you know, finally getting his payback.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll see. All right, Ronald. So we did our archive figures. You want to roll into our recent pickups?
Yeah.
Recent pickups.
And by the way, those videos are brought to you by the one and only Diggs Figs. Thank you so much for providing those videos for us. Super fun. Wakes us up, gets us ready, gets us pumped. And I'm next, apparently. So I actually had a couple of recent pickups. So I'm cheating, Ronald. I'm cheating. I'm going to show you guys a couple of things. I know. So One Fist was talking about a black dinosaur. This is a new one that I picked up. It's kind of black. It's the Scorpius Rex from Jurassic World, or Camp Cretaceous, I should say. Sorry. Super weird looking dinosaur hybrid. If you watch the Netflix show, the cartoon, it's the Scorpius Rex. I really enjoyed this dinosaur. Super scary, super menacing and mean. But this slobber effect, like,
yeah, that's cool.
It's pretty wild, dude. Like, what is going on with that thing? But you can take it out and pop it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a weird accessory. I think
that's good effect. That's really cool effect.
You like it? I don't know.
It
reminds me of other things that we won't talk about. But but the one thing that they did differently on this dinosaur, unlike all the other dinosaurs that they've done, is they did this like this neck thing right here where the head is on a ball, and you could pose it all which way. And this one they did a cut, and it's just a slide back and forth. And I'm like, what the heck? Every single dinosaur you put out has like a ball jointed head, and then now all of a sudden you're going like backwards. Like, that was very strange to me that they did that. But you can't, there's a ball right here, like every other dinosaur. There's a ball right here where it connects to the torso, so you can get the range, and then you can get like the kind of switch. So it kind of works. I hate to say it, it kind of works, but it's different than what they normally do. But I do want to turn the head a little bit more, and I can't do that. So it's like,
is that a specific line that maybe that is all they do on that line?
So this is the Hammond Collection Scorpius Rex, and in every single dinosaur that they've come out with the Hammond Collection.
Yeah, no, like, I didn't know if it was something else. I didn't know it was Hammond. So yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big dinosaur for Hammond Collection. So like, you know, a human would be about that tall.
Right.
So this was a bigger, menacing, you know, dinosaur. But I mean, you get all the rest, like the Hammond Collection. They got the bendy tail, right? All the articulation and joints that you want. And I just remember watching the show with my kids, the Camp Cretaceous Netflix show. So of course I'm a Hammond Collection guy. I wanted to get it. Reminds me of watching it with my kids, and it's just a cool looking dinosaur. So wanted to add it to the collection. So that is what I wanted to show off for that one. But like I said, Ronald, I'm cheating. There was something else I got that was I got to show off. I got to show this thing off. It's the Savini Jason from NECA.
That was almost my pick today. Nice,
dude.
Almost mine. Yeah,
I love Jason. I love Jason Voorhees, and this design in the game was he had like fire and smoke and everything coming off, and he's like burning, and it looks so cool in the game. I can't believe that NECA made this figure. I mean, I'm in awe over it. It's super cool. The smoke effects comes off. Mine doesn't really stay on. I see where it ports. I see it doesn't want to stay on that great, but yeah. I wish I had a light, but You can kind of see it. They have this clear plastic piece on the top here, so the light shines and the eyes glow, and it's like it looks super freaking cool. So there you go. There's the face. He's all burning. But
you're gonna like my post tomorrow, then, Jesse.
Oh, oh, baby, I can't wait. So yeah, I picked this guy up. The only thing that I'm like bummed about is, and I get why, but he does not have a flaming machete. I threw the Freddy versus Jason NECA machete with the flames on it on him, and he looks so dope with like a fire machete. And it's like, NECA, you could have thrown in like a machete with fire effects on it. It would have been so sick. But it comes with this like trident that he had in the game, so I get it. But like, these are all like metal chains that are like anchored onto him, so it's like I don't really feel like I can pose this thing and like the chains will come off, because they're like on there, they're like pegged in there. So that's really cool. And they did this like double elbow thing right here, so there's a joint inside, so that moves, and then you get the joint right here, so you get some decent elbow range with this. So I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, I don't need like Spider-Man type of articulation with the Jason Voorhees, so you get the single knee, which is fine. I mean, whatever, he's just going to stand on my shelf. But I just think overall, just look, aesthetics, creepiness, it's a Jason Voorhees figure. Like, I mean, I love this thing. So I wanted to show it off along with my Scorpius Rex I got. These were just recent additions to the collection. So there it is. That's my recent pickup, is a NECA Jason and the Scorpius Rex right there.
Nice. Good picks. Good picks.
So obviously, First Strike, you picked this guy up. You're going to drop a photo. Can't wait to see it. What do you think of this guy?
He's cool, man. I mean, you hit all the points. He can move pretty well. They did some pretty good articulation for NECA with a Jason figure. I know you said that, he doesn't need to hit Spider-Man poses, but wouldn't it be cool if it could? Like, wouldn't it be cool if it could do that? But he's a cool figure, man. I love like you said, the light shine through. Like, that's such an old school 80s thing that they did in figures, that it really picks up the light really easily too, and it really works well. I love not having to put batteries and stuff. Like, if that wants to come back more often, I'm fine with that as like a tool for action figures to use. But he's cool, man. He's got great look too. And I only played that game slightly, so I didn't get to see when that was actually in the game. But I'm a huge Jason fan, so I pick up every Friday the 13th release, so it doesn't matter.
Me too, man.
Thanks for the money shot right there.
Oh yeah. There you go, Ronald. A little cake shot. But yeah, I mean, so like, it would be cool to get him in Spider-Man poses for sure, but then you're talking about sacrificing cuts and look and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so it's like,
for sure,
I could deal with this. This.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for a NECA Jason, he moves the best out of all of them.
Dude, he's smooth. Honestly, I don't know what they're doing. Their joints are a lot smoother. I've broken so many NECAs over my lifetime, and honestly, I feel like I could play around, move this guy, and he's not going to break. I don't have to be really careful with it. So I think their quality's coming up.
Yeah, they've made some changes, because you can take a NECA straight out of the box now. You don't have to heat it up. I mean, that wasn't the case a couple of years ago. I mean, that's...
All right, John's got a suggestion. There we go.
Yeah, that's good.
Jason on Scorpius right there.
Yeah.
It kind of
There's a shot, Jess.
There you go.
It kind of works.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There it is. Anyways, that is my recent pickup, you guys. I'm just having fun with toys. Who was next? We had One Fist was next. I'm just gonna step away for 2 seconds. I'll be right back, you guys.
Okay. So this came from Sideshow just a couple days ago. My Sabine Wren in a Rebels color. So they already came out with the one from the Ahsoka show, and I already have that one. But you know, like I couldn't resist the Rebels, you know, colors, you know, the owl, all of that. And yeah, something about, you know, I think it's just when you got the Mandalorian armor and you got a lightsaber, I mean, that's just it doesn't get better toy than that, you know, right? Like they knew what they were doing when they, you know, I mean, that just screams, I need a toy of that, you know, when you have that Mandalorian armor. Now, the only thing I will say about this is quite the dilemma because, you know, they did such a great job with her head, you know, and so it's like, oh man, you know, you want to display it with that head sculpt, but then you want the Mandalorian armor mask too. So I mean, I think that's, you know, the one benefit of having both the Ahsoka show version and this one is that I can have one with the head on and one with the helmet on, and
that's bad.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we're, you know, the wife and I were we tend to be like the old curmudgeon, you know, original trilogy is my Star Wars kind of people, but we do love Rebels. Both of us really love the Rebels cartoon, and so yeah, you know, it's nice that they're you know, we've got like kind of live action versions, and so Hot Toys is able to bring out these kind of like Rebels recolor of the live action Rebels, and you know, having that whole crew, you know, in 1/6 and really nice detail. You know,
he looks great. That looks like a really fun figure, man. I never watched Rebels.
It's so good. It's so good. Like in a lot of ways, you know, I mean, you could argue it's like some of the best Star Wars, really. I mean,
I've heard nothing but good things about it. To be honest.
Yeah. Me too. I haven't watched it either. I'm with you.
Yeah, you guys get on the watch Rebels. It's so good. It's so good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah.
How do you think Disney did with their live action, Sabine?
So you know, like like I said, I'm kind of that old curmudgeon Star Wars fan. I don't like the new Star Wars.
Get off my lawn.
But even when I don't like the new Star Wars, like the Ahsoka show, you know, there's things I don't like about it. The character design like makes great toys. So to me, like I have a lot of the, you know, Hot Toys, you never know like what show they're going to go deep on and what show they're not going to do any of. And they went deep on the Ahsoka show. They came out with a lot of figures from that. And I have a lot of them, you know, because I mean, those are good designs. I mean, you know, whether the show was like, you know, the writing wasn't there for me or whatever, but like the characters, the designs, they look great and they make great toys. So, and so that's kind of been my relationship with most of Star Wars. That's not the original trilogy. It's like, even if the, you know, like the material, the movies, the shows aren't for me, like it's still dope cool. Designs, dope toys, you know, so I'm in for that, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Yeah,
I mean, a very toyetic. I mean, look at the colors on the design. Really cool.
Yeah, so like, you know, she's like a, you know, tagger, you know, a graffiti artist, like all of this she did in the show. She's like done all this art herself, you know, and so it's
dope.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, really cool, man.
Nice pickup.
Yeah. So I mean, this was definitely one of the Hot Toys this year I was looking forward to quite a bit. Yeah, for sure.
Sick. What's your next hot toy?
So people are watching, you know, I can't give it. So shipping very soon will be actually the next one that will ship will be, I don't know if you guys have seen it. It was a Chinese movie set in Hong Kong from a couple years ago called Walled City, Twilight of the Warriors. Have you guys?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Yeah. So, you know, it's you know, like a, you know, Chinese Hong Kong, you know, action movie from, like I said, from a couple years ago. And like in Hong Kong, there was like this famous ghetto at one time, Kowloon, Walled City. But that they've modern in the last, I don't know, decade or so ago, they tore it all down. But anyway, it's kind of set there. I think it's supposed to be set in like maybe like the early 90s, the late 80s, early 90s is when the movie's supposed to be set. But it's like, you know, like gangster, Hong Kong gangster kung fu movie. But the Hot Toys came out with only one character from that movie. There's another company that's coming out with characters from that movie in 1/6 scale too. But anyway, the character's name is Cyclone. So that'll be the next hot toy, and it might have shipped. It might have shipped yesterday. We'll see if Sideshow actually shipped on the weekend or not. But
I've never
that'll be
heard
the
of
next
that.
hot toy coming to me. Yeah, no, it's dope. If you like like martial art action movies, check out Twilight of Walled City. Twilight of the Warriors was really good, really good.
Nice.
Right.
Kung fu movie.
Ronald, you ever heard of that movie?
Nope. I have not.
It was
that's
so
a deep cut, right?
it was big in not in the U.S., but a couple years ago it was huge in China, and
yeah, I was going to say that movie is huge. It just wasn't here.
Okay,
but
yeah, just not here, but it was huge in China.
Sure.
There's a streaming network called Hiya, which is just like all martial art movies, and so I subscribed to that, and then that you can get it like on its own, or you can get it through Amazon. And for a while, whatever the rights were, you had to get it through Amazon if you wanted to watch that movie. Like that was like the only place it was streaming. I mean, you can buy it or digitally buy it or whatever too, right?
All right, interesting. All right, Anders popped in. What's up, Anders? How you doing, man?
There you go, Anders. Yeah,
Hong Kong action flick. I'm in. Let's go.
There's another amazing toy photographer right there. Anders.
Yes. All right, dude. Cool pick. I love seeing some hot toys up in here. Who do we got next? Ronald. Ronald, you were next, huh?
That's me. And I'm following in your footsteps, Jesse. I am also cheating.
Oh no.
I am also cheating, but in a different way. It is not an action figure.
Oh.
It's not an action figure, but it is part of my collection because we collect a lot of different things. We're just this close to being hoarders, and my current hoarding obsession is Pokemon cards. Let's see if I can get this out. I've got to the point I've been trying to master set this thing, which is basically getting one of all the cards that are available. This one is, since don't look at the price. But I got to the point where it's no longer feasible for me to just buy the things and try to pull it. I'd have to buy the cards individually, and that's it. Like with this one, I am 5 away from finishing the whole set. So, of course, I have to take it out of the sleeve that I bought it in, put it into a dragon shield. Any card collector knows that these are much higher quality sleeves, much better.
Dragon shield.
Yeah, those are the ones you want. I'm gonna just stand up here and show off my collection. Let me just go through the whole thing. These are reverse hollow spaces. Did I push something?
Nope, you're good.
Okay.
So you're
how
saying
close are you then to your mastering? How close are you to that master now?
So I have those two reverse rares, which would be about $1 each. I already have somebody who's looking for them. Same for that one. These are the the basic cards, the rares, and I mean the commons and the uncommons, a few of the EXs. Just page after page, completely full.
Look at you.
And I did not. Yeah. And this is when you start getting to the rarer ones. The illustration rares. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the 5 that I'm missing. This one is 119 out of 86, which means it should be going right here.
So organized.
Oh man, I wish I was organized with a lot of my older cards. I ended up accidentally selling a card that I needed to complete a set. And then I had to rebuy it, and I could not find it in the same condition. Everything was worse unless I wanted to drop $100 on a card I already had.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, hopefully soon, hopefully before the 30th anniversary comes around, I'll have this set completed, and then I can move on to another one.
Nice.
But, such is the life of a hoarder. I mean, collector. Collector, yes.
Do you play with those cards in that binder?
Oh yeah. These are I built a deck. I built a Greninja deck because I kept on getting duplicates of that card. But I like the card game. just having the fact that
Yeah.
you'd collect them and
play
then, years later they'll be worth a good amount. That's just an added bonus.
Nice.
I know how to.
I got to
play.
get back to shooting like First Strike, because that's the one thing like that I used to be able to use to justify that I'm not a hoarder. And I'm like, no, I'm making art with these. You see, so that's totally different. Like
Different,
Yeah,
I've been
playing
shooting
with
it
the
so
cards.
long. I guess I'm just hoarding at this point.
Yeah, no, I'm like, I go to the league. I actually, shuffle them and play. I know the rules. 6 prize cards and, attach energy. So that's my excuse. But yeah, no. Hopefully, be done with that set soon,
Cool, man.
and then move on.
So, what was the card's name? What was the
This one was
Pokemon?
Encino EX, but this one the
Cincino.
SIR, the special illustration rare,
Mm.
which is why it had high numbers on the bottom. Not even that high. The Greninjas are worth more. So
All right.
yeah, no,
Well,
I'm done trying to get it randomly. So as you saw,
It's
the
just
thing's
more
almost full.
financially feasible just to buy the card that you want instead of like
It's
buying
cheaper
packs.
than
That's
buying
crazy.
random packs and
That's
hoping,
crazy.
fingers crossed, to get something that I might not get.
Yeah. First Strike, do you Pokemon at all?
I've never Pokemon once in my life.
Me neither. Me neither.
Video
neither.
game or any no? Did you watch the show? Nothing.
Nothing, man. It was weirdly coming out right as I was like what, 96 probably, right? 96, 97 or something like that. So
there.
like I was probably just getting into like huge pro wrestling fans. So I was like getting really into like Attitude Era WWE and like getting really into like ECW and stuff. Even though I was a fan for years in the 80s, but like I was getting way into pro wrestling at that time. So that's when like Fox Kids and stuff stopped like showing tons of like cool, in my opinion, the cooler cartoons of like X-Men and Spider-Man. They were kind of dead at that point. They were kind of dying out and then being done. So that's when Pokemon started, and I was just like, I don't know what this is. I don't give a shit. So I never really got into Pokemon.
I'm old, so yeah, that was after my era too. But it was like like your nephews and stuff were the Pokemon era. Right?
I never hit it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you too. Like I joke about that. Like there's like this division, like the cartoons we grew up with, the bad guys and the good guys were shooting each other, and then this whole generation grew up with, let's play a game to solve our problems. It's like no wait, what, like Yu-Gi-Oh, like they kidnapped the kid. Oh, we'll solve it with this tournament. No, you go f up their ass with your guns if they kidnap somebody.
And then all the censorship they did on it. It's like I'm not gonna. Instead of killing people, you send them to the shadow realm, and and you have these tough suited guys like just pointing their fingers like this because they edited out the guns. Like it's awesome.
We got a question from John. He says, "Yo, First Strike, what's with your backboard? By the way, getting ready for some zombies."
Oh, this? Yeah, no. We just bought the house a year and a half ago. We moved in, and this is the basement. And I'm pretty sure this was like their gaming area because they have like a light over the top of the one area where I'm pretty sure they had like a pool table. This had like a dartboard on. So it's just like this.
That makes sense.
It's just like this wood backdrop thing. And my wife is always like, because I work from home a lot virtually for like customer meetings and stuff. So my camera, like it's a good like sedentary like background, so you don't have to worry about anything. But I never thought about it being like a boarded up window. It's really funny. So yeah, it's just a piece of, it's like a thing of what I don't know what to do with it. So that's just what it is. Yeah, it's very strange. I have to explain it a lot. So it's funny that someone actually brought it up on here too. Yeah.
Throw a dartboard on it.
Yeah, and if you get tired of darts, you could also do that axe throwing thing. I heard that thing's
getting
popular.
Yeah, I have some like graded comics and stuff I was gonna put on there, but for work I just keep it,
that'd be cool.
Neutral. So because I mean, if I have my camera facing this way, it's my
there it is. So, like, there's the money shot.
So like, I just try to keep everything there for like professionalism.
Right. Cool, man. All right, cool. Who's up next? We got our guest of honor is up next.
Me. So
what is
mine
your
is
recent pickup? First Strike.
I just recently grabbed the Marvel Rivals Punisher. If anybody's aware of that figure.
Oh yeah.
I don't play Marvel Rivals, though I'm a big fan of Marvel. Obviously, I like the designs. I think they look super cool. But I'm not really like a team shooter video game player guy. So I was like, I don't care about that. So I never really tried it out, to be honest. And as I'm getting older, my reaction time sucks for games. So I'm just not even going to try it, or else I'll be terrible. So I'll just not do it. So I really like the design of Punisher. So I grabbed him, but I didn't want it for Punisher. So I did my own custom. I thought he worked perfectly for Crossbones. And he was easy to do. So I just removed the paint with some nail polish remover for the skull, and I painted the bones on there. I had to repaint the pouches from brown there, and then I gave him a Gridiron Studios chainsaw machine gun, and he is perfect for Crossbones with how beefy that dude is. So I wish the feet were a little bigger. He's got little baby feet in terms of like his size, but he was like, in my opinion, from a Crossbones perspective, Marvel Legends had did a Crossbones in their Thunderbolts pack. It was a San Diego Comic-Con pack back in like 2014, I think, or 2013. And he was real beefy, but like the articulation was weird. They still had like the ball joint hips, and he had like a weird ankle articulation. But I had that one for years. That was my only Crossbones that I had. He came with that giant minigun. It was huge. It was like obtusely large. But I still have him. And then they released a Crossbone a couple of years ago with like the bare arms. He was okay. He was better, but he was like a normal size human, which is, he was still pretty jacked up, but it was good. But then they just recently released the 2-pack of the Crossbones with the gray jumpsuit and like the black body armor, and it came with Madam Mask. That one was okay. It looked pretty good, but I was like, I need a better Crossbones. And I was kind of looking for a while, and I was going to use the Atom custom body and like make my own. But this Punisher drop from Rivals, I was like, that's perfect. So I just took the paint off it. I took 40 minutes to rub the paint off, threw the paint back on with the Crossbones and the pouches, and I just threw the head sculpt on from that one Crossbones, and it works, man. I didn't have to do anything much to it. So
yeah, looks good.
That was one of my recent pickups of one of 50 things probably that I recently got in the last 2 weeks. So
dude, I love it when people like see a figure and be like, that would be better as this person, and like customize it. I don't have that vision. Sometimes I do, sometimes it hits me, but most of the time it doesn't. But it's cool seeing it. And Ronald, I think this is the first guest that we've had on that showed off a custom as the recent pickup.
Interesting.
Like, this might be a first right now. I mean,
nice.
that you made a custom Crossbones.
Well, it's not that complicated. So it's pretty simple to do, and I didn't have to do a head sculpt. Hey, it works, you know. So I would say it's more of a kit bash than a custom. Tiny bit of painting, but you know,
you painted it.
Yeah, you had to paint though. You did paint.
You sanded it, painted it.
Yeah. Did paint, yeah. He still has the outline of the skull. Like if you get real close, I don't know if it'll show up on here. Let's see. You can kind of see it.
I can't see it on camera.
Yeah,
it's still sort of there, but you know, not enough on a shelf. You can't tell, so it's fine.
So Crossbones is your guy, huh? That's your
I think Crossbones is. He's I think he's just really awesome. I think he's you don't see a lot of villains where people just stay as villains. Like Sabretooth is a villain. Like he's a murderous psychopath. Like I love Sabretooth for that reason. Not for that because he's a murderous psychopath, but because he's like he's not an anti-hero. He doesn't like step the lines of being an anti-hero. You could argue like the Exiles version or whatever, but Crossbones doesn't do that either. And like, yeah, he joined the Thunderbolts, but he was never like, I'm going to be a good guy. Like the guy was a piece of shit forever. So I really like when villains are like, I'm a villain. It's what I do, you know? So when I saw the body style for the Punisher, I was like, that guy is jacked up. So it just immediately made me think of a Crossbones. I was like, that's too perfect. So now it's, now I don't need another Crossbones. I got that. As a figure collector, sometimes we go through that point of like, check off the list. Like there's always potentially going to be another one that comes out that could be really better, but it really, in my opinion, that's going to be my checked off Crossbones. I don't need another one at this time. Cool. So unless they do something super special for it, then I don't foresee myself having to buy another one. So,
I mean, they're probably going to watch this episode and see what you did with your crossbones and just reuse that body.
They probably will. That's fine. That's fine. They can do that.
No, I think it works great, man. It looks really good.
Thanks.
Honestly, if I saw that instead of Punisher, like that on the shelf, crossbones, that'd be hard to pass up. Because
I think he would sell real well like that. For sure, for people that wanted a decent.
I mean, it's a good idea for them because they probably aren't getting a lot of reuse out of those rivals. You know, I mean, those are all new sculpts, and they're probably not. You know, so I mean, if they could get some reuse, that'd probably be smart for Hasbro.
Yep. Right. You never know.
Yeah, I don't really play the game. I've seen my son play it. Yeah, it looks cool. It's just too fast for me. I just can't.
Yeah, I can't keep up anymore.
Yeah. But the figures look cool, so I'll give him that. Cool, right on. I like it. Ronald, did you pick up that Punisher? I'm just curious.
No, that one was super tempting though, because I played the game and I'm a solid silver player. You know, we have to all be somewhere.
Nice.
But the character designs on in that game is good. It's great. But hopefully they do something cool with it and it's not just a simple recolor. Like this is Punisher in white.
Right.
I don't know who that like snow or frost snowflake chick was in that Spider-Man 2-pack. I saw that.
Luna Snow,
Luna.
She's been getting big just from that game alone.
I thought that she looked great, but she was behind a Spider-Man paywall, and I was like,
I was gonna buy it too, and I was like, I'm not buying a 2-pack of another Spider-Man that I won't use for.
It was tempting too because I saw it when they had the wrong price at first at Target too, and I saw it. I was like, oh, that's pretty good price for a 2-pack. I didn't.
How much?
I didn't. It was $40. You know, for now and nowadays, for right. I mean, that's our old math. That was like that's what a 2-pack should be, but 2-packs haven't been that much for a while, right?
That would have been hard to pass up, but just sell the Spider-Man off. But because I saw a review on the Spider-Man, it wasn't that great, but she looked really good. So
Toys is making that Luna character too.
Oh
yeah, they're making Luna Snow, and she's getting popular. That game really blew her up. Same thing with I want to say Magic, like she, people knew about her, like people in the know, like follow her. But now she's mainstream. She's mainstream.
Yeah.
She's in Fortnite. Come on, like what else you need?
Dude, I want them to make another Magic, but like full black leather, like thighs showing, like articulated, really good face sculpt. That's when I'm gonna pull the trigger. But until then,
did you pre-order that Malice? Did you get that Malice? Just speaking of black leather,
I saw it. I'm waitlisted on Big Bad. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, it's sold out. I don't think people were expecting it to sell out that quick. Yeah,
it sold out real quick. Yeah, I was too late. I saw it on Amazon too, but I'm like, I'll just wait for Big Bad. If I get it, I get it. I don't. There's so many other things, but she looks good for sure. That's the thing is like. I just cherry pick Marvel Legends, and sometimes they get me, and that was one that I was like.
The Magic the Gathering line though is so overpriced. Like that's so ridiculous, dude.
Yeah,
just because it has one card in it. It's so stupid.
Because I think Big Bad they wanted like 45 for her.
Yeah,
with the card, and it's like, come on, this is a $20 figure all day. Like if that. I get it. I don't. Anyways, you guys, we did it. That was our recent pickups. Good shit, good stuff. I love the custom, love the hot toy, and maybe some Pokemon. We'll see. But good stuff nonetheless. Ronald, let's jump into our pre-orders of the week.
Okay.
Pre-orders of the week.
Let's go. All right. There's some really good stuff coming out. I know everybody's been looking at ordering things, all that stuff. I'm curious what you guys have on your pre-order list. But I went first last time, so I guess it's my turn. Ronald, the pre-order links are all over. They're in the Nexus chat. your
Yeah,
chat.
no, I could tell which one. I could tell which one was yours. Just
Okay, I'm pretty sure you can tell.
people probably already know. They're like, yeah, no, we knew he was going to talk about this week one. So what you
What
got?
do you what do you guys think it is? First Strike. What do you think my pre-order?
It's that Naming Studios Tyrannosaurus Rex.
All right, let's pull it up. All right. You guys know me all too well. Maybe it's in the name. I don't know, but dude, this thing looks so freaking sick, bro. Like, but there's only one. Like the green and yellow color variation, Buck T-Rex. To me, that's the one to order. That one looks so good. It's the matching colors from the movie. When I see this color, like the brown, it reminds me of the female from the movie. So I'm kind of like, but it's got this like buck head, this male, masculine, mean looking head. And I don't know, it kind of throws me off. It's different. It's different. I don't know if I want to
It's not realistic for you.
It's not like movie accurate.
Gotcha.
Like it just reminds me of a female. But this color, the green and the yellow, like chef's kiss. It looks so beautiful, man. Even their toes move, like this is it for me. So I did pick up the other Namu Studio Buck Rex. Beautiful dinosaur, beautiful figure. I think I might sell it though, because this one's coming down the pipeline and it just looks absolutely beautiful. It's bigger. I love me some chonky, a lot of plastic. I love that type of stuff. And just the face of this thing looks super dope. I just had to let you guys know this is up on 5K right now. It's on other websites as well. Big Bad, Lawn of Time, all the other sites you can think of. It's available. So, I've noticed that these things, they sell out and they're going for some money on secondary and stuff like that. So, if this thing speaks to you, get your order in, because it probably will sell out and be a little pricey on the aftermarket. Dude, look at that face, you guys. I mean, it just looks menacing, dude. But this color that Ronald pulled up, like, it looks like the female Rex in Jurassic Park. So the face doesn't match. So me as a Jurassic Park fan, it kind of just throws me off, because I'm like, that face shouldn't be like that. But I could see him like on a different island or whatever, like I could see it work. Now this paint, the darker, this looks really cool too.
That's the one I pre-ordered.
This is the one you got? Oh, right on, dude. Like, so what about this color, like, made you pre-order it? I'm curious.
It just looks more natural to me. It's like if it was, because we don't know what skin color they had, or if they even had just skin showing.
Feathers,
right? So
whatever.
We don't know. Yeah. So I think to me this would be more of like a natural camouflage color for something of that size. So that's why I got it. I like the light dry brushing on like the head. I really like that color. So that's the one I went with.
Dude, it looks menacing too, dude. Just that face. I love how they retooled it. Came back with a bigger T-Rex. And I have these. I have the Spinosaurus and T-Rexes and all this stuff. And they're awesome figures. They move great. They feel good. They look incredible. The paint is so good. So, of course, they got my money on this one, and I'm gonna stick with that green and yellow one though, because it just reminds me of the Lost World. Even though the face does look different than the movie, I think this face looks so cool though. So I'm definitely gonna order it. I have it pre-ordered, but this thing just looks wicked. What do you think, One Fist?
Yeah. Are they the exact same, just different colors? Because like that red one, it looked like it had like scars on the face. I didn't really notice it. Maybe it's just the shots. It didn't seem like I noticed those scars on the others, but maybe that's just work too. I don't know, but
I think they're all scarred up. I think it's all the same sculpt. See, you can see the scars on this green one here.
Okay, I can see them there. Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean the detail is amazing, right? Like, it's
the segmented necks and tail, and Oh, dude, it looks so clean. A little pricey. This one's a little bit more pricey than the other ones because it is a larger dinosaur than the last one. So they can't get their scale right, but I think it's going to be worth our money. So this one's $105 after shipping, $25 deposit on 5K. I think it's going to be worth it. It just looks so clean. If you're a dinosaur collector, definitely worth looking at this guy for sure. Ronald, what do you think? You gonna get one of these?
This one's definitely one of the ones that have been catching my eye most. Like, I do have the Mattel one, but
okay,
just hearing you gush about Namu, I have to get it. And what better dinosaur than the T-Rex?
Right?
What better dinosaur than the T-Rex? Like, if you're gonna get one dinosaur, that's it. That's the one.
Look, I mean, if you don't collect dinosaurs, whatever, don't get it, Ronald. But I mean, if this is like something you want to photograph, like First Strike with that volcano T-Rex, like, oh, dude, I would love to see what you're gonna do with this First Strike. I cannot wait. It's gonna be so cool.
I'll throw it in the toilet.
No, you're not. Hell no. I will fly over there and Jane Silent Bob you. No. Anyways, that's it. Nemo Studios. It's the Sovereign of the Oath Ashen Monarch. The one. So there are 3 different versions: Sovereign of the Oath, Ashen Monarch, and Once and Future King. I'm curious if you guys are watching. Whatever. Let me know which one you guys are going to pre-order. I'm just curious, but I'm going with the green and yellow. Dude, I'm too predictable. Maybe I need to get some different stuff going on.
Oh my god! Well, maybe if that red one comes with a giant sword, but
oh my god,
that's all it needs to be the perfect, collection Nexus figure.
Dude, I would love it. I would love it if again Namu actually made like humans to go along with this line, like I don't know, some cyberzoic parts like Beast and Mesozoic doing. Dude, they can go all different places. But for now, I'm gonna stick with these guys. They're getting my money these days. But yeah, that's my pick. So go check it out if you guys want to get some dinosaurs up in your collection. That's gonna be worth it. Who was next, Ronald? One Fist. One Fist was next. So you sent One Fist that I have no clue. So please educate. What do we got going on?
You guys got that link?
I got the link.
Yeah, Ronald's got it.
You got the link. Okay.
What property is it?
Okay, so this is Tricky Man 12. Who he makes these I don't know if you want to call them custom figures or small run figures. I don't know how many he does, but they're I think they're they're 1/6. They're kind of in the same sphere I would say as like Underverse or 3A or Damn Toys, where like the soft goods are like 100% realistic, like really great soft goods, amazing, as realistic as you get. But then like the proportions of like the hands and the heads tend to be a lot more cartoony, right? Just kind of like what 3A or Underverse does. But then he also, and he makes those and they're just like his own thing. But then he also makes these that are kind of like Star Wars themed, and he's done some with Dragon Ball Z too. And so like this one, with the snow trooper helmet, but with like that bandana motif, on the shield coming down. I had to, I'm in on this. So I only have one other so far. Like I've been, I like him. I've been watching his stuff and I follow him, but I've only had one Tricky Man 12, and it was another Star Wars one. Here, I've got it here. It was with the TIE Fighter helmet. But yeah, he's like I said, 3A, well, along with Mezco is kind of what got me into collecting as an adult. And so I've always kind of liked like having like really good really realistic soft goods, but with that cartoony features in the figure too. So like that makes. And then this, if you go to the other pictures with just the helmet, I always like, just like these Star Wars buckets, but just like street clothes. I like that look. I think that's, it's a cool look, Yeah. And then and having the like the bandana design in there too, just it adds another layer. But yeah, I don't know. I love it. And like I said, it's a great Carhartt jacket.
It looks just like a Carhartt, like a real Carhartt jacket.
Oh yeah. Like the soft goods are great. Are great. You keep going, Berserk. Like it's Gundam, so they probably have tons of picks. But yeah, like, and it's for me, it's something cool like 3A, like Underverse. And I'm a sucker for all of the Star Wars buckets. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that's really cool, man. That's a cool figure.
They have some Tims, right? Have some Tims.
On,
have a Carhartt. I mean,
I'm like, I know there's somebody right there
that's your
over the shoes.
Yeah.
So 1/6 scale, obviously.
Yeah, this guy's all 1/6. Tricky Man 12. It was interesting too. Like I think he might be. I don't know where he might be, in Malaysia or somewhere like that, Southeast Asia. So like he would put all this stuff on his eBay and you could just buy directly from him. But that's all changed, I think, because of the tariffs and stuff. So I think probably the best place to get his stuff now, if you're in the US, is through Gundamit. And it's, I mean, you don't get a lot. You get a couple hands, the head and the bucket, but really good soft goods, the body that moves pretty well for 1/6, and it's pretty affordable. I mean, obviously these aren't licensed. He's not getting anything. He's not going through Lucasfilms or Disney. But anytime you can get a 1/6 figure under 200 at this point, I think that's in 2026. It's pretty good deal.
Yeah, man, this thing is really cool. Very niche. Very art piece. A little out of my collecting realm, but I mean, I appreciate it for what it is. It looks really cool. The one thing that I can kind of see is like nowadays, like a lot of these 1/6 figure toy companies, whatever, are using like the silicone bodies, like seamless silicone. Are you for that, One Fist, like the seamless, or
I've never been like one of the guys that's like anti seamless. Like I've had seamless ever since TB League came out with 1/12 seamless bodies. I think that was, I don't know if it was like
TB
2011, 2012 when they first did it. They've been doing 1/6 forever, but when they first were doing 1/12, because back then I was only a 1/12 guy, I wasn't really a 1/6 guy. I got in, and like people have problems that there can be issues, but I've myself have never really had issues with seamless bodies. So to me, it's like when it makes sense, like if it's a figure like Conan, where he's just going to be in a loincloth and you want the realism, it's tough to beat the seamless, right? If you want that look, that's it. And now I don't know if you've seen. There's some companies, J&D out of Korea, and there's going to be some other companies. I think InArt might be moving to this, where they're going, because people don't, like people like in the 1/6 Hot Toys collectors, they don't like to see any joint. They don't like to see the wrist joint. Yeah. And so there's been some innovation in going completely seamless arm with articulated fingers.
I saw that
in 1/6 scale.
You can buy
them.
Like,
I mean, there always are going to be issues going that way too. But I mean, if you really want to sell the realism and you really don't want to see those joints, I mean, that's and I'm always for innovation, right? And whatever keeps moving us forward technologically with these toys, I'm for that too. So I like to see that. I like to see companies trying new things, not just sticking with the same old.
Yeah. But you said you're also old school and you don't mind the cuts.
No, yeah, it just depends. Like I said, my collection is so like extreme these days. So like, you know, I like my really high end 1/6 stuff, but then like the other things that I love my my blockies, and I don't even I get the tiniest blocky, the defender class. I don't even like the more advanced, like I like the like Lego minifigure blockies, you know, that you know, so like yeah, I mean I tend to like the extremes, you know, whether it's like super low end toyetic or super high end 1/6, you know, I mean that's kind of where my collection's been these days. But yeah, like this I think it looks good, and because it is like going more of those cartoony hands and head, I don't mind seeing the arms with the joints on a figure like this, you know, that doesn't bother me.
It kind of like adds to the actual like look and feel of what he's trying to create
for sure,
right here, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's pretty cool. What do you think, First Strike? What do you think of this guy?
I think cool, man. I think there's some really cool third-party stuff and like individual artists who really come up with some really cool characters from this. Like I just got those two, I can't remember the company, so I'm sorry for those who are fans of it, but the two like weird like robo skeleton guys that are like the jail, they have like jumpsuits on, and they were like escapees or whatever. I just picked those up in the shop.
The Freedom Brothers from
Freedom
Damn
Brothers, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't pick it up when it first came out, and I was like, that's all right. You know, they look cool, they're really sweet looking. But I saw it in a toy shop, and I was like, and they had it at such a low price that I don't think they realized what they were selling. So I picked it up for $90.
I love it.
That's a great price for the 2-pack. Yeah, for sure.
I grabbed it and brought it home. I was like, these are super fun. And now I'm trying to find that the Elvis, the garage.
Oh yeah. So I was all in on that line. I've kind of fall off that line, but I do have the Elvis. I have the first one, the first one, the Iron Tony. It goes for ridiculous money right now. You know, I probably should just sell mine for the money it's going for. It's ridiculous.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah, they third party stuff is getting cool, and this guy's got a lot of cool designs to him. So I really love the paisley stuff on the bib of the helmet. I think that's really cool. Yeah, it's a great design. The claw foods look amazing. So well done.
Yeah.
Did those guys also make that really creepy looking Mickey Mouse like?
No, that's a different company. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
There's some,
but that's a special one too, for sure. That
one's cool. Well, cool, One Fist. I think this guy's really cool. A little bit out of the box for me. It's a little niche for me, but I'm glad you're going to get
this
it.
This guy's just been living on my desk ever since I got him. This guy's been living there. So on the stool.
What do you think, Ronald? Are you going to pick this guy up?
Not this one. Not these. I do like them. I have seen them come around. I think it's a cool concept, you know, having like more urban figures with some Star Wars, you know, accents to it. Yeah, definitely, like you said, more on the art figure realm.
Yeah,
people that love this, and yeah, no, if you think it's interesting, get it while at pre-order, because these things always become harder.
And the secondary is not where you want to buy these for sure. He just collaborated with another company, and they've come out with like a really, it seems like a really well articulated 1/6 female body. But so far they've just released it just as blank bucks for people to customize. So I'm kind of waiting to see like what kind of characters he comes up with using that body.
Cool.
Sabine.
Right on.
A Sabine mashup.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, this is cool. I like seeing like weird, obscure, kind of stuff like this. So I'm glad you sent it this way, because I had no clue. I have no clue what this is and stuff. So now I know. So this is really cool.
We got when you see them like the whole lineup. This one, what is this, the 17th, it said? Like seeing all the different figures in that, part 17, and all the stop for.
Yeah. So he's got ones like aren't like suits and you know, like different Star Wars helmets, and yeah, he's come out with quite a few at this point. Like I said, he did some DBZ ones. So yeah.
I bet you they look really cool all together, like on one shelf, you know. We got Toys and Tits up in here. It says concept is dope. Yeah, man. It is really cool. And welcome. Happy Sunday. All right, you guys. Great pick. I think this looks really cool. Let me know how you like it when you get it. Who was up next, Ronald? Was that you?
I think it's me.
That's you, dude.
Me,
What,
and of course,
what is your pre-order of the week?
Of course, since we have One Fist, I wanted to impress him and show him a 1/6 figure. So I too hot toys sometimes. But
right.
You know, typical Ronald fashion. This one is a little out of left field. Honestly, I didn't even, when I saw this one, I'm like, oh, this is so dumb. I have to get it. And of course, you know, if you're over 12, like, I'm gonna have to explain it to you, because this is a Fortnite 1/6 figure. They did it. The Mad Lads did it. On their way to conquer everything nerddom, they made a 1/6 figure. Hot Toys did it. They made
I think people were surprised in the community with the, you know, but like I said, Hot Toys has been doing more and more cartoony stuff. So now they're doing, you know, Fortnite in the Epic Games Fortnite style, and I think it looks really good. You know, like if you're a Fortnite fan, this looks like straight like the game art does, right?
Yeah. No, you don't get more cartoony, childish than Fortnite, and this one captures it. You know, it does do does have its interesting things. You know, like look at that. That's seamless arms, right?
Yeah, seamless. Yeah, they've been improving their seamless too. I got the Wolverine from Wolverine and Deadpool, where, you know, he's towards the end of the movie where he doesn't have any shirt on. You know, that's all seamless top that they did, and yeah, they've been getting pretty good at it.
Yeah, it looks clean. It looks straight out of the game. It looks like I'm looking at like screen grab from the game, dude. This is crazy.
I think they teased maybe 5 characters too, Ronald. I don't know if you saw that. So I think Peely and the think the whatever the one with the bear or whatever cat, you know, mask.
Cuddle team leader.
Yeah, Cuddle Team Leader. Yeah, I think they were in that. They were in that tease too. So I think they're going in on Fortnite.
Yeah, but look, when you see, you know, pictures renders like this thing looks, you know, right out of the video game. I'm like, did they update Unreal Engine again? Because this looks.
Yeah, it looks right. Yeah, both because of the technology and the toys and the game. Like, you definitely, somebody FirstStrike, you do a shot with this, people won't know if it's from the video, it's a screenshot from the video game, probably. You know?
Yeah, who knows, man? I mean, that looks pretty damn good, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Once you kind of pulled that up, I was like, well, that's a seamless body, and that looks kind of ridiculously accurate. I don't know Fortnite at all, but it looks pretty damn good.
And just some random blonde soldier out there. Soft goods do look good on it.
Yep.
All my Hot Toys are Spider-Man ones, so I can attest to their, you know, pants and shirt quality.
Did you pre-order the Brand New Day Spider-Man?
No, I haven't pre-ordered that one. I've been liking the ones from the video game. Video game ones. Those I've been picking through those, and, you know, I've been limiting myself to one per year. So I still haven't decided my 2026 Spider-Man. Yeah.
That's a good rule.
Cool, you know, like people that play the game will know all the stuff. You know, that shotty right there. Of course, they're gonna put one of the most infamous weapons, and their bazooka, their rocket launcher. Yeah, very famous. And early in the game, you know, you could shoot it, and you could have a partner stand on top of the rocket, travel the long distances. It was it's been around for a while. Like some of the teenagers that started playing this are now entering the work field. So they'll probably have some expendable income coming their way, and they're like, "Yeah, I remember that when I was a kid."
Ronald, are you still playing Fortnite? Still get down?
I play every once in a while. I would say I play a little more Marvel Rivals than Fortnite.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, I'm more of a single player guy. Like I like my storytelling.
I like those too.
You know, I'm currently playing through Private Yakuza in Hawaii. So that's the type of stuff. All wacky beat 'em ups.
Nice. First Strike, I'm curious. Is this your one hot toy of the year right here, or are you gonna buy that Predator we've been talking about earlier?
No, that's probably not going to be my hot toy. And if I do a hot toy, it would either be like a Predator or a Venom figure, or if they did like a Comic Century, I'd probably pick that up. But as of right now, I have no aspirations for any hot toys.
Yeah,
no, not even if it comes with a little fish or a victory
pinata
right there.
crown.
Nope. Not selling me yet.
Yeah,
you can build out some worlds there with that pinata. That could be in the shot somewhere.
I know they did a few releases a couple years ago. I think it was Sideshow, but if they do updated and more modern, which they won't because the game is now sadly coming to an end, but if some company picked up the IP to do Destiny figures, either in 1.12 or 1.6.
I think it was 3.0. 3.0 was doing the Destiny figures.
Yeah. They had some cool ones, but nothing I was going to pick up. But if they, I really want a company to do 1/12 scale. I know McFarlane did them. Yes, I had a bunch of them. I sold them all off because they were the most fragile things in the entire world.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just waiting patiently for a company to do something. Or I have seen a couple local prints of people, but if anybody's going to Legion's Con and wants to make a bunch of money off of me, if you wanted to do 3D prints of Destiny 2 head sculpts of different armors or body pieces, I would probably buy all of it. So just heads up if anybody's going to.
All right.
You have a table there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this thing is pretty cool. I mean, the look of it and all that. I hope that this is just a big bad toy store price. I hope that maybe
it's a few bucks less on Sideshow. I think it's like $3.90. But
that does seem a little
scary.
High. That seems a little high. Yeah.
I think Sideshow has it for $3.90, but I'm guessing it's the Fortnite license, and then technically
the seamless. Yeah. I guess that llama is pretty big accessory, but that's
kind of crossing over.
That's creeping up there. That's creeping up there for a hot toy price. That's
that's way too high for me to.
But if I learned anything from the few hot toys I have, like if it has a collector's edition, get the collector's edition. You're gonna want that base. Sure. You're gonna want those accessories. Like those things are worth it.
Damn, even a non-refundable deposit is $82. Like, oh jeez. I mean, I when I was buying hot toys back in the day, I would love to use their
layaway
payment plan that they
Sideshow.
The Sideshow payment plan. I haven't ordered a hot toy in a long time, but I think this one is a definite pass for me just because I don't Fortnite and that price is a little scary,
I didn't realize it was that high a price too. Wow.
And then you get points on Sideshow. So
points are useful. Points are useful for sure.
I've cashed those in before. Those are very useful. But I think nonetheless, if you're a Fortnite fan, I think this will look awesome on your shelf just because it looks like straight out of the game. It's almost scary how it looks just so photorealistic. Like that is insane. And I agree with you, One Fist, like the advancements and, engineering and whatever, I'm for it too. But I have had trouble with the silicone body. My Red Sonja way back in the day, it was starting to rip. But so I'm a little skeptical on silicone. I'm sure it's come away since then. I'm sure the problems aren't really as persistent these days, but I'm kind of out on the silicone stuff.
if you don't beat them up that much, then they probably last longer. And I don't know what you were doing with the red Sonya.
You know, I was having fun. No, I had her in a pose where she was, you know, cutting the dragon apart, and just over time, like behind her
Just
side,
rips out. Yeah,
started
that's
cracking.
fun.
And I know that they make like powder and stuff to put on there. I'm like, I'm not gonna maintenance stuff. I'm good.
Yeah.
So it could be for somebody else. It's just not for me specifically. So, but cool to look at nonetheless. I'm actually very interested in where this is going to go, because there's a ton of Fortnite characters and a ton of licensed property characters that would actually be pretty cool.
And a lot of licenses, you know, Hot Toys already has, right? So like,
yeah.
Could they do Fortnite versions of Star Wars and Marvel, and I don't know, maybe.
You never know. I know NECA was doing some Fortnite figures, you know, the turtles
turtles, yeah.
Leatherface or Michael Myers and stuff like that. So I'm very interested to see where this is gonna go nonetheless. So so cool pick. And well, that's it. That's gonna bring us to our guest of honor tonight. What is your pick for pre-order of the week?
Yeah,
you sent me two.
I sent you a couple, and it's honestly stuff I've already talked about. Right? I was just really proud to be able to take some photos of them. So I have.
Let's look at it.
Yeah. So whatever one Berserk wants to pull up, we can talk. About.
Which one do you want to do first?
I
got them both. I've got them both queued up.
You pick one, man.
Oh, surprise us, Ronald.
Yeah, put me on the spot.
All right, we're gonna talk about this one first.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
I
So
love
this
them
is
right there.
Yeah. So Almighty Legends. I didn't take these photos though. I wish I did. These are really good shots too. They're really dark and like really cool.
Oh, really? You didn't take these?
Yeah. These ones I didn't take. These have been up on the site for the last probably year and a half, 2 years since I went for pre-order.
Okay.
But yeah, this is Death, one of the 4 horsemen of their line. So this is the one that kind of was eye-opening to me of like, I got to get this figure. Really cool figure. The paintwork is immaculate on it. They did such a good job. And what's cool too is like, as you go through like the photos of these figures, like that the boxes it comes in, I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised. They are huge. It's weird. It's like very large boxes because the wings, it's like a stacked 3-pack of inserts with the figure, their accessories, then of the wings, and then on the bottom is their base, which you can put a disc light underneath, and it has like a light that lights up, and it like lights them up from below.
What?
Yeah, it's really, really cool. So if people are pre-ordering these, I think you're going to be very happy when what you get in the box from the price as well. But yeah, so, and that sword is actually old. That's not the sword he has anymore too, which is kind of cool. So they're very, very early prototype shots.
This looks like a totally different figure right here.
It absolutely does. Yeah, exactly. So this is not this is very early prototype right here. It's not the same scythe or anything. Yeah. So what I had in my photos is very different versus what was actually shown in the prototypes. So these have all been updated now onto the Harbinger Studio bodies, and I think people will be very happy. So really stoked for them to get their line out there, and then that's what you're going to kind of get more of as you kind of see, and you'll be able to do pops and swaps with Savage Crucible figures too, which is pretty sick. Yep.
Yeah, super dope. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pre-order these. I think you enabled me enough. You get the points tonight.
Nice. Nice.
That's pretty
sick. That's one of them. Yeah, and then the other, and if you want to pull that up, Berserk, that is going to be the Brutal Realm line. So I sent a link, I think, just to like all of their stuff. So if you want to grab any of it from the Big Bad Toy Store page, you can feel free to click on.
Which one is like your top?
So if you go to,
you're gonna go to the redhead, the Irish redhead with the
actually not. No,
with the beard,
mine is going to be the tribal chief Mato. Is the Native American guy with the headdress.
He's dope.
He's my favorite in that line. I only got to shoot him with like the prototype, so he was real loosey goosey and stuff. But I can't wait to get him in hand. but you can see, like, look at Big Bad Toy Store. See that first shot up there? That's me. That's First Strike.
Oh, let's go.
I'm super pumped. Yeah, you know. So that is General Grimskull, and that dude is wicked cool as you kind of get to see the different like shots of him. It's like a Vader / Skeletor like hybrid. It's so cool, man. The sword's great too. Like the red thing is like an overlay of the sword. So as you like put it on the thing, it makes it look like it's glowing, as opposed to like, so you get like a normal metal blade, but the sheath goes over it too. His cape was dope as hell. It had all the wiring through it in multiple spots, so you can get that cape in like any pose you want. And his armor wasn't super hindering to his movement at all too. He was pretty mobile for such a beefy character. But he's really dope, man. See, yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think you enabled me on the. I'm gonna have to get
kind of like
a
cool. He's dope, man. He's a real cool character.
I mean, Vader and Skeletor both, they're tops for me.
Right?
So I mean,
I know.
Yeah. I love what they're doing. Their line is like a tribute, it's of like different ideologies and stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive what they did.
So did you take the pictures of like what we're seeing right now? All these pictures.
This is all. These are like prototype stuff, I think, from other folks. The only ones that I did was the red with the smoke background. That's mine. Yeah.
The best one, of course.
And then if you go to like the other photos or the other characters, if there's any, if they look like it's like a background and stuff on the photo,
like
that's mine. Yeah. So
gotcha.
Some of them you won't see, like the prototypes of like the character, like the warrior monkey, the panther. I haven't seen those yet. I don't think they have prototypes of those yet, but
no.
The Shatter, that's my photo there. These are cool characters, man.
So this is like the troopers for that guy that we were just on, right?
Yeah,
okay.
he comes with 2 head sculpts, so you can army build it. So he has 2 different looks and a couple different weapons in the box. So he's army buildable too, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, these look good too. Yeah,
that's the second head, like the ninja style head. Oh yeah, he comes with 3 heads technically. Yeah,
they're sick. Great designs.
Yeah,
when did you take the pictures of these guys?
I took
a while ago.
Of these ones, of the first 4, I took back last year on like December, December, because I got to leave Legion's Con with a box of figures. And I did their pictures, and then they just recently sent me some of the base barbarians. If we scroll down the page, you can see some of the other characters I did too. Like I didn't do that Great Con. I haven't done Uruk or the Owl King. I'm waiting on Owl King. He's one of my most look forward to ones.
Yeah, he looks great.
But
Killian Red. There we go.
Yeah, Killian Red's cool.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, he's pretty sweet looking. He's great, dude. You'll like him a lot. He's a lot of fun. He's fun looking. But then they're going to be selling like a lot of base bodies too, which is really, really cool. They have a lot of potential. Yeah, like a sort of like a Lion Lord Lion-O matchup. Chief Mato, I did take some pictures for it. Doesn't look like they've uploaded those ones yet for Chief Mato, but he's like my favorite of the line. And then you have Crowman the Beguiled. It's Crowman. That's my photo. And then it's pretty cool. Fighting a little scorpion. I got some other photos of him too. That was pretty cool. So
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm excited for this line, dude. I can't wait.
These are the base body ones right here. So Chetan, Krieger. So the bottom 2 here, these are brand new that are going to be launching with the baseline too. And they just sent me because these were like final production basically of what they had available. So these are all my photos as well.
Dude, and honestly, $40.
No, it's not a bad price, man. Yeah. As you get out of the baseline. Yeah, I mean, out of the baseline, $35 is a great price. And then the baseline main characters are like $45, $55, depending on if they're deluxe or not. They're kind of in line with Legions, right? From like a cost perspective. They're going to come with a couple sets of hands. They all come with like bare feet accessories too, which I'm really stoked on because I've been wanting to make a custom of Spear from why can't I think of the name? Jesus, Jesse, you should love it. It's the show that's like Samurai Jack, but it's brutal. Primal. Thank you.
Primal.
Yeah. So I want to make a Spear and Fang from Primal custom.
Dude, I want that. I want this
so
bad.
I'm going to use these guys as the base for a Spear figure for sure.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. Hell yeah. Yeah, Rick Jones has got her back there. Primal. Yeah, dude. Yep. I can't wait. Yeah, these look like super fun, man. I can't wait to get these chunky figures.
Very posable for big guys. They're fun. The customization alone is going to be rad. Things you can do with these guys if you want to do body paint, war paint, add skull. Like they're going to be very fun for figure customizers as well as just like army builders or just. I mean, some of their traditional like throwback figures like that Lion Lord, and then they're going to be doing like the Panthers, like the animal stuff. They're just throwing everything at the wall for this line, which I think is going to be really cool. Which, again, just like the One Fist said, like the female figures are going to be sick, right? So, really excited for those to come out too.
Yeah, I mean,
I love the shot. This was a lot of fun,
dude. That's so sick. Let's get this line out first. Let's see what this does and the reception and how people like it, all the things. And then, but like even those animal, anthropomorphic animal, werewolf, panther, dude, I'm so excited for those. I can't wait for this line and see where they go with this line. What do you think, One Fist? Are you on board with these?
Yeah, no. Like I said, I pre-ordered the Athena, but I think I'll be waiting, and when these first waves come out, I'm probably just gonna have to like that combination Vader Skeletor. Yeah, was that the Joe Gator? What Gator is that?
That is the Joe Gator. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Nice.
So good. The Crocmaster Gator.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my shot too. Yeah.
I love it, man. Hey, we got Bat Force Grumps in the house. What's up, Grumps? How you doing tonight? Welcome. So yeah, two really cool lines that you've definitely enabled me on the other one. I've backed this one on the Kickstarter, so I can't wait to get them. Nice. But most of all, your photos that you're taking, just really cool, highlighting the figure. It looks really good, and it's good to hear from your perspective of what as well, because you've handled them, you know what they're all about. You've seen, and plus the team over there at Brutal Realm, they're really good dudes.
So cool.
Great team. Yep. So I'm happy to support indie lines like this. I'm totally on board with it. So you've enabled me for sure. I think this is an awesome pick. Ronald, are you going to get some Grim Skull up in your collection? It would look cool next to your Robo Skull, dude.
He's already pre-ordered.
Nice.
He's already pre-ordered, but now I have to go back and, I'm seeing more of these updated pictures, and I'm like, okay, I guess I need this guy too, and the other guy.
Nice.
Like every time we talk about this, like, okay, I guess I could pick up one more. I was in for this one and the Lion Lord.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the Chief. I had those already, but and then of course I gotta get the Jesse figure right here.
Yeah, there you go. Looks just like me. It's crazy. It's insane. Well, right on. Grump says he is off tomorrow, so he'll be able to hang out with us for once. But unfortunately, we did it. We went through all of it. We got to know FirstStrike Figs. We got to see his Instagram profile, all the bangers he's been dropping lately. I mean, killing it, FirstStrike. We got to hang out with One Fist. Dude, bro, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us tonight. It's been a while. We need to get you on here a little bit more often, a little more frequently. We got to talk about our archive figures, our recent pickups, what we're looking forward to on our pre-orders. We did it, Ronald, on a Sunday night.
Nice. And an extra long one too, over 2 hours. Like sometimes that's just how it be. We're having fun here, and it just let the good times roll.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, First Strike, we didn't keep you past your bedtime over there, East Coast time.
I'm real sleepy.
But I hope you had fun hanging out with us, talking toys. I know I had a lot of fun hanging out with you.
Very much. Yeah.
I also had a lot of fun hanging out with the chat tonight. Thank you to everybody that stopped in and hung out with us, First Strike and One Fist. So you guys should like team up. There's some firsts going on, like Double Strike or something. I don't know. But it's been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. One Fist, you want to tell us where you're at these days, where people can find you?
Sure. So yeah, I'm the One Fist on Instagram. I haven't been taking any toy pics in ages, but maybe I'll get back in the swing of things after I get this room finished. Yeah, I will be at the Toy Migos meetup Labor Day weekend.
Nice.
I don't think they've officially announced all the details, but I mean it's every Labor Day weekend, so
yeah,
I'll be there. If you're in Shanghai for Wonderfests in October, I will be there. That's another one where it's kind of up in the air. They still haven't put up tickets for sale, which is crazy, but I will definitely be in Shanghai at the time. But yeah, so if you're there, say what's up either at the Toy Migos meetup or at Shanghai One Fest. Love to meet up with anybody.
Cool. Well, say what up to the Migos for me. I unfortunately cannot make it, but say hi to Ernie and Janie, all those guys for me. Cool.
I'll definitely be needing a Medicos meal for those One Fest exclusives they drop. So
hit me up if you need some exclusives, and I'm there and I can get them.
Hopefully, I don't know how it actually is for the JoJo stuff, but I know they have.
It'll be my first time, so yeah.
Popping cherries. Let's go. Where can people find you these days?
It's just at the One Fist on Instagram or in the Toy Migos Discord, One Fist Enabler Discord, One Fist.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't jumped in there recently. I need to get back in there, say what up to everybody. All right. And obviously First Strike, our guest of the hour. Where can people find you?
Yeah, FirstStrikeFigures on Instagram, and if you go outside and scream at the sun, I could probably hear you. So if you go to do that, I'll find you.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, but that's primarily where I do some work. That's the only place I do my work. Hopefully, I have some music coming out soon with my band. We're gonna release that stuff hopefully soon, and we'll get it up there. A couple teasers went out, so it should be out in the next month or two. My buddy's just got a lot of work ahead of him because he produces, so he's got a bunch of stuff that he has in front of us. So hopefully that's out soon too, and then. Other than that, hopefully I should see a bunch of folks. If you're going to go to Legions Con in November, I should be there kicking around for my third year this year doing that thing and see folks there.
Cool. Well, right on. Sounds good. Keep up the awesome work with those photos. They're freaking killer, man. I am at Jurassic_Jesse's where you can find me on Instagram. It was so much fun hanging out with you guys once again. It just can't explain enough how much fun, and thank you guys enough for jumping on tonight. We will not have a show on Monday because this was the show. So thank you for everybody that hopped on and hung out with us tonight. It was super fun hanging out with everybody and talking toys. Ronald, what you got going on? Close us out, bud.
Nothing much. I'm just here on Mondays and sometimes random Sundays. And I find myself, wandering into anywhere they're talking action figures. So, if you also find yourself stumbling into those places, go ahead and do the YouTube stuff. Drop us a subscribe. We are a few away from 400, which is a nice round number. We also have, also the other stuff too, the like and the notifications and all that stuff. Bleak, blurk, bark. Do all that stuff, keep the Nexus family growing, and that's about it. I'm Berserk _69. And that's it.
All right, you guys.
Guess we'll catch you guys next week.
All right. Regularly
guys.
scheduled Monday time next week. We'll see you guys in a week. Later.
Collection Nexus.